oh, that title screen brings me back far in comparison to some other Spyro games, and not because I don't like other Spyro games, it's just because this is the only one I actually grew up with, and oh my god, it just brings me back to seeing the intro every time. But hi guys, MediEvil Fan over 7 here with part 1, finally, of Spyro 3 Year of the Dragon, also known as just Spyro Year of the Dragon. For some reason there's no 3 in the title, that's why I never knew about any of the others when I was younger, because I never knew about any Spyro games before this one when I was younger, which is why I don't get nostalgic over Spyro 2 and 1, because I only just started playing them a few years ago, but they're still very good games, and because I get a bit nostalgic over them both, because, I know I just said I don't there, but I still do kinda, because I just like them really, and it just kinda reminds me of the old ones. So yeah, I'm playing Spyro 3 today. I'm just playing the US version. Sadly, yeah, I live in the UK, so I don't have the Greatest Hits version like you get in the US, but I wanted to download the Greatest Hits version off of Emmy Paradise, because I wanted to get the soundtracks exclusive to every level, because in the PAL version there's no Greatest Hits version that we can actually get soundtracks from each level in Midnight Mountain, and also Sunshine Springs, not Sunshine Springs, Evening Lake, and also the Speedways. But yeah, let's just get into it now. And yeah, new game, select icon, I'm going to pick that one. We're going to evil plot unfolds. I don't know what it is about this particular Spyro game, but in comparison to Spyro 2, for some reason, Spyro 2 feels a tad more babyish than this one. This one seems to feel a bit more serious than the previous one. I don't know, it's not exactly like, you know, so much more mature this one. I just mean like, this game feels a lot more, I don't know, it feels more emptier and less, sunshine and rainbowy. Can't explain it very well, but Spyro 2 seems a bit more babyish in this one, but I don't know. But I do like this game though, so yeah, here's not a villain as such, it's the villain's apprentice, and that's Bianca, that's her name. And our enemies in this game are called Rhinox. Kinda like how in this game the enemies within each level actually are to do with the baddie in this game, because I remember in Repto's Rage, every trouble that a level was having didn't seem to show any signs of it being because of Repto, so I'm glad how in this game every trouble that's happening on every level seems to have something to do with Sorceress, so. Oh yeah, we actually see the Dragon Elders in Spyro 3, we don't see them in Spyro 2. Like, ever, apart from the epilogue, I think. Oof. Yeah, this intro does bring me back a bit, particularly like World 1, because I remember like I used to have the demo for ages before I actually got the game.
We managed to capture the eggs, Your Highness.
The levels that were on the demo were from Sunshine Springs.
Excellent. Maybe you will
amount to something after all, like.
Now, go guard the tunnels. Stop anyone from coming through.
I've been wanting to play this for ages, but I didn't want to cock up my commentary, because this one being the one I grew up with, I wanted to talk about it properly, but I'll probably not remember to say everything, but I actually did attempt some Let's Plays this with Alex a while back. We even got very far in the game, and it turned out that the game audio didn't even record, and I got so depressed after it, because I was like, oh god.
Where are the eggs?
And,
the wolves came out on the other side of the dragon worlds. We found some of the eggs, but
they were too heavy to carry back.
Other side of the world?
The Forgotten Worlds. I used to find that line so cheesy. But I was like, the Forgotten
You'll
Worlds?
have to go. Nobody else can fit down the holes.
Yeah, come on, let's
In other words, I am chicken shit and I'm not going to do it. Looks like a little like stone hill. Wait, not quite. So.
Find the eggs and bring them back, Spyro.
You're
our only chance.
You got it.
So yeah, instead of orbs in this game, we've got eggs as our main collectibles in each level. But there's more eggs in each level than there were orbs in each level, because I remember when it came to orbs, there was usually like just 3 or 4 of them in each level, whereas in this game there's like 5 eggs in every level, so. And I think in every level there's 5 eggs, not just like some levels have different amounts. Apart from the levels like Sheila's Alp and that, they have like 3 eggs, but here we go in our first Homeworld, Sunshine Springs. Gosh, that intro felt very fast in comparison to Repto's Rage and Gateway to Glimmer's intros. But yeah, this is actually, I wouldn't say it's my favourite Spyro game, but it's not far off being my favourite, but I think Repto's Rage is just slightly better in my opinion, or Gateway to Glimmer's as it's known in my country. But I'd say this game in comparison to other ones is more nostalgic to me, because it's the one I grew up with, the one that I share the most memories with, and yeah, that's pretty much just it. But yeah, here we are in our first level, and we actually have all abilities from the start. You know how like in Gateway to Glimmer, you can't head bash at this point in the game, you can climb ladders now. You have all the abilities in this point in the game, so technically, since he's learned it at Spyro 2, he still knows at this point, so I kind of like how they did that, because usually when they do featured installments of previous games, they tend to just be like, oh my god, you have to go through all this learning again, or something like that, but yeah, there's a few glitches I know in this game that I might see if I could try and do along the way. Like, I did them in my long play actually, but I just can't believe that I've only played it once since my long play, which is back in 2014, and that was when I was doing those Let's Plays with Alex, that, as I was saying, yeah, the game audio never actually recorded, so that was just so sad because her commentary was pretty funny. But yeah, I think I've been meaning to replay it with her at some point when she came around, but there was never really any time to play it, so I've just decided to do it on my own, and if she ever decides to do it again with me sometime, yeah, we'll record ourselves doing it together. But I think it's quite good to have a solo commentary as well, so I can sort of share my own little wee re-experience of it. But yeah, I've actually always loved this game. I don't know why I've not gone back to it for a while. I know it's a very popular game among classics, because whenever you mention like the PS1, everyone seems to instantly think either like Crash or Spyro or something like that, and everyone's favourite seems to be Year of the Dragon. And yeah, I do actually really like Year of the Dragon. It's very similar to Spyro 2. I'd say if you like Spyro 2, you'd probably like Year of the Dragon, but I think Spyro Dragon could be a bit more frustrating more often than Gateway to Glimmer can be, because I find myself getting bored of some parts of Year of the Dragon that I just want to get over and done with. Like some of the missions that we do with Bentley and that, I find them kind of boring, but the actual levels themselves are fun. But, oh, wait, yeah, there's a way to avoid talking to Bianca there, and I screwed up, sorry. But we probably best talk to her anyway for the sake of Let's Play.
So, you're the one in charge of rescuing the eggs, huh? How sad. Look here, Dragon. If you know what's good for you, you'll turn around and crawl back up that hole you came through.
Whoa.
Those eggs belong to us now, and I've hidden them in places you'll never find in 1,000 years. Besides, even if you could find an egg, our expertly trained armies will dispose of you and take it back. Do I make myself clear?
Well, that's very rude.
If I find you here again, I am going to be very angry. And you won't like me when I'm angry.
What, are you going to turn green or something, bitch? Plagiarism! Sorry, I'm all joking. But, I'm just going to make sure I've got all the gems here. Yeah, just like in all of the Gateway to Glimmer levels, only the first Homeworld has 400 gems in every level before each Homeworld up adds an extra 100 more gems. Like the next Homeworld will have 500 gems in every level, and the Homeworld after that will have 600 gems in every level. And I just noticed I'm simulating going up by doing that as Spyro. So yeah, what I mean by this is very similar to Gateway to Glimmer. I mean, it's all the gem models look the same, the character models are exactly the same from previous game, except they've changed how Spyro's face looks. He looks more sweet and adorable in this one, whereas he looks so angry because his eyebrows are more tilted in Spyro 2, but in this game they're a bit more up the way so that he looks less angry. But in the Japanese version of Spyro 2, he looks like this, but I'll just talk to Zoe now. She's got a different voice actress in this one. She's not voiced by two people at different points.
To look left or right, press the L2 or R2 buttons. To quickly center the camera behind you, press the L1 or R1 button.
L1 or
All
R1?
around by holding the triangle button down.
Even these little dialogue boxes are the same as in Spyro 2. But this was technically known to be the last good Spyro game before Enter the Dragonfly. No, darling guys, that is actually quite a bad game, but there is positives about it. I did try to think about as many as possible when I was playing it. But, yeah, I think this, I don't know, was this Spyro game pick up against time constraints or something? Because apparently it was rushed towards the end and it was noticeable at points, because, particularly in the Midnight Mountain home, and I forgot you can't ear hop in this game. But, also, there's the occasional, like, hidden area that you can access through little cheats, and that's such as in Dino Mines and everything. You can tell they removed things at the last minute, and also because in the PAL version, they couldn't put in the exclusive soundtracks to later on levels. So yeah, there's little aspects of this game that just showed it was rushed, but I think considering they did a lot with the time that was given, because the game is very long. I mean, have you seen how long my long play is? It took me like 8.5 hours to play. Oh, come on, let's dig this. Oh, God. Oh, so close. I know it's possible to get up here without talking to Hunter, because I want to point out it's like possible to do this without actually doing Hunter's stupid tutorial. I mean, he is so annoying, Hunter. He's just as annoying in this game as he is in previous game, and I can't tell. Is this voice actor the same in this game as it is in Spyro 2?
Yo, Spyro, I just found one of those portal thingamajigs that leads to a different world, but you'll have to glide to get across to it. Press the X button to jump, then press the X button again while you're in the air to glide. Just follow me.
No. But it's like, he just sort of like changed his voice for Spyro 3 than he did in Spyro 2, because I'm pretty sure I've heard his voice actor in Spyro 1 as well. But in Spyro 2 he sounds like the same, but his voice is slightly more deeper sounding, but it sounds like he perked it up for this game. Don't know, maybe the game makers thought he wanted to sound more cool or something, I don't know, but cool, I sound like I said cooler. But yeah, the value of the gems are the same in this game, like red 1, green 2, red 1, green 2, blue 5, gold 10. So sort of skip like the whole 3 and 4, but Yeah, and as in Spyro 2 and Enter Dragonfly, Hunter assumes you don't know what you're doing if you don't do his task straight away. Or if you happen to fall doing it right, he'll just go back thinking, oh, he made a mistake, he obviously doesn't know what he's doing, I'll go back and help him again. But nah, he can go fuck himself, I'm not talking to him. I'm gonna avoid getting re-tutorialed when I know what I'm doing, but oh yeah, there's Cloud Spires. I remember for a while, when I actually first played this game when I was younger, when I actually finally got it after owning the demo for ages, Cloud Spires is always the level that we do first if ever I was playing it with my brother, and we'd only ever play the first Homeworld because we get stuck on like later levels, but Cloud Spires is the only level we actually found easy.
Oh, I almost forgot. I found this egg.
I found this egg! My god, it feels weird playing this game again. I've not actually played it properly in ages. Like, of course I played the first, like, Homeworld and that with, like, Alex, and then it turned out it was cancelled, and we just sort of gave up because we thought, oh no, we got so far, I don't want to redo all that again, but, well, of course I wouldn't have minded reading it all again, like, a week or so later, but it's just because...
Power-up, Spyro. Whenever you walk through any power-up that looks like this one, it will allow you to fly for a while.
It'll allow you to fly for a while. But, I know Moneybag's voice actor in this game is much different, I mean, it just is different in comparison to the previous one, but, oh, what was I just saying? I was saying how, yeah, when me and Alex were like, yeah, I was talking about me and Alex, let's play this. Just the past few times she's been around, we've just been playing other games as well that we've not really gotten around to doing this, and usually I like to be more wide awake to play games, I guess, because if I get too tired, I'm like, oh, I don't know. I can't focus on games when I'm tired, but, yeah, oh, there's a, actually, no, we're not going to do that yet. We'll come back here later to access Sheila's Alp early, because I like to do her level before we can do Sunnyvilla, because if you do Sunnyvilla first, you'll not be able to complete 100% and you'll have to backtrack unless you do this little glitch, which I'll do later. I won't do it right now because I want to complete Sunshine Springs first. Which pretty much means I can actually get into Sheila's Alp without paying money bags, and there's a lot of opportunities to actually avoid paying money bags in this game, which can be hard to do, but they're possible. Amy! Oh no, I don't like they removed the airhop glitch in this. They obviously noticed it when they were making, like, must have been playing back to the previous game and they're thinking, oh damn it, hope players don't notice that, or if they do, then they know how to cheat, but... Yeah, we'll talk to him and see what happens, but I'm not going to pay him.
Spyro!
What he says,
My, how funny to see you here. Why, I haven't seen you since we defeated Ripto in Avalar.
Avalar?
Well, my business went into a slump after you left, so I came here and struck up a nice deal with the local sorceress. Lovely woman she is. Seems to be very fond of dragons, too.
Ooh.
The sorceress has asked me to guard Sheila the kangaroo. I suppose if you had a bit more money, I'd be willing to let her escape. Then you could keep her for a pet or something. I
kind of like New Moneybags' voice. Kind of sits him very well. He comes back to play him like for one line or so in Enter the Dragonfly, but his voice is kind of good in Spyro 2 as well, I suppose. But his voice actor in this is pretty good as well. Oh well, okay then. I wasn't going to pay you anyway, bitch. But ooh, it must have been quite a while. I'm trying to think. I was very young and I must have played this game or something, because I remember like when YouTube actually came along, when I was like looking up videos of this on YouTube to help me with levels, because yeah, like I said, I like couldn't complete later on levels when I was younger because I was stupid. But yeah, I was looking up Let's Plays and I noticed that they showed you these little cheats and little hacks and glitches you can do. And because I've seen all those videos on YouTube, I knew how to do like the whole skipping money bags glitches, like getting into levels before you can access them, like Sheila's Alp. I think I've managed to actually get into every character's level without paying them, because paying for them, because it's just possible. You can swim under their portals, and you can just not pay for Agent 9 by defeating a sorceress before doing this level. The only problem is, if you do avoid paying money bags, you won't see the cool cutscene of him getting hit by every ally that you free. But it's pretty cool also just showing off these little cheats. So I might actually actually, no, I'm sure like lots of people have seen like plenty of Let's Plays of Spyro now to know what goes on, because I think literally everyone's probably played Spyro by this point, because yeah, it's been on the go for ages and lots of people have done Let's Plays of it. But yeah, there's pretty much every ally for you like gives like a little wee bit of harm towards moneybags. I'd explain what I mean, but yeah, there's so many air glitches, pretty cool. You can pretty much explore all these little buildings in detail. Like if you swim above the building, you can see where they didn't actually add little textures to the building and such. Like you can see like little actual gaps in the building too. And if you keep swimming high enough, actually, you can actually reach a duplicate of this level, but nothing is touchable. Like you just swim right through everything. And there's a egg under this water, I think. Yeah, we've already freed the first egg. Was it Isabel? I can't remember. But yeah, I just remember when I played Gateway to Glimmer the first time, after, like 10 years or so after I started playing this game, I was quite shocked, thinking, how come we're not getting any eggs? But then I didn't realise the eggs were actually exclusive collectibles to this game. I thought that was quite a recurring theme in the Spyro series, but no, it was just they were the collectibles for this game in particular because it's the year of the dragon and new dragons are being born and the dragon eggs are being stolen by the sorceress because she needs them as magic. She needs the dragons for making her magic and such. But Bruce Willis. Oh, now I believe like all of the eggs in this game are named after a member of the actual Insomniac crew. Oh, that's we got the eggs already? Gosh, I never actually noticed I've gotten 5 of them. Wow, that was fast. But yeah, I actually love the smooth frame rate of the US version of the game.
I swim at Shell Beach, and my portal just
Shell
disappeared
Beach.
right in front of me. If you go
Oh,
find some
Snappy
more
the
of
seal.
those dragon eggs, I bet this portal would turn on again.
I think I did upload a Let's Play the demo a while back. Yeah, I was just saying, like, I remember these little seal creatures and also the Tikis from the Tiki Lodge in Molten Crater because, yeah, this game is more nostalgic to me than Crash the other 2. But the other 2 are still very good games, but this one actually holds a nostalgia factor for me. I think it does with a lot of people, actually, who grew up in the late 90s. But if you grew up, like, in the mid-90s, you probably, like, would have noticed Spyro 1 more, but I was only like 2 when Spyro 1 came out, so I probably wouldn't have remembered it that well if I was just a wee babby. But there we go. Oh, we got all 400 gems as well. That was very fast. So that's been Sunshine Springs completed entirely. So yeah, we'll do that glitch now that I was on about swimming underneath Sheila's Alp. I'm sure like a lot of you have seen it already, but Hunter. Oh, where's Hunter? Oh, I never spoke to him about changing the camera mode. He mentions it there, I think. But he's obviously, oh fuck you then, Spyro. If you're not going to talk to me, I'm going to go away. But you can also actually get in here without getting 10 eggs. Because it's possible to swim under there too with the swim there glitch. But I'll just might as well wait till I've got 10 eggs to unlock them from him. Because you don't pay the eggs. You just have to have 10 eggs to do it. So
I'm late for a dinner party at the Tiki Lodge, and the portal to my home just stopped working. Maybe the portal will reactivate after a few more dragons hatch.
oh well, with the power of the eggs. So in Avalar, it was the power of the orbs, and in this world, it's power of the eggs. So everything we collect provides some sort of power. Gosh, I love these games. Honestly, they're really fun to play, even though like the logic isn't always there. But I don't know, they're just awesome. I know the stories aren't really always anything special, but it's just a lot of fun, and the characters are still likable, even though the story isn't like anything special, like I said. But you still like the characters, like apart from Hunter, you know, go fuck himself, he can. But Repto, I liked Repto as a boss, he was very funny, and the sorceress, she's kind of meh. I just find she's a typical bad guy, like, woe is me, darling, you got to fight for my cause. And she has an apprentice who's wimpy, and she's like, oh, and then when the apprentice turns against her, she's like, oh my god, I'll have to destroy her or something like that. But yeah, the typical hero sidekick turns good. I just pretty much ruined that for you with Bianca, but yeah, I bet lots of you have already played Spyro, so I don't even think I've spoiled this for anyone. But am I doing this right? Come on, come on, come on. Oh yes, there we go. Oh shit, Steven, no! I used to like do this a lot ever since I found out when I started watching YouTube. Yeah, as I was meaning to say, like I actually only started watching. Oh no, I actually think I already said it. Like as soon as YouTube came along, I saw these cool little glitches and bugs you could do. But yeah, I was showing these off to Alex too in my Let's Play, and I thought, oh my god, it was going so well. But actually, no, it wasn't. It took me like 20 attempts to get it right, so I hope it doesn't take me 20 attempts here. But yeah, let's do this. And there's many occasions in this game you can actually do glitches like this, like I think there's in Dino Mines, this level, and also in the next Homeworld too. But the one in the next Homeworld's a bit harder. You can actually access Sergeant Bird's base without paying, but it's a little bit harder to do his one. Okay, let's just see if we can time this right. I might lose a couple of lives here, but it doesn't really matter because you get a shit ton of lives in this game anyway. So let's try this. So technically in the Homeworld you're not supposed to ever be able to die apart from in Midnight Mountain, but in this level it's actually possible to die in... Oh god, yes! In the first attempt! Awesome! So yeah, let's just play Sheila's Alp first. Oh my god, that's actually pretty cool because I never usually do that at all in the first attempt. But let's have a look around the level first. Now that we've got some near glitch, we can look above certain buildings. Like I said, you can see that there's little gaps in between buildings, like there. There's a little gap here that you're not really supposed to notice, and I believe, no, it's not in this Homeworld. It's the next Homeworld. There's like a little wee hidden room that Crystal Fisher pointed out in the video, actually, funny enough. But once you actually go near it, it disappears. But is there any mechanics here? Nope, you go right through it. So that's pretty cool. And shit, I got so excited there, I just completely forgot what I was saying. But yeah, let's just go to Sheila's Alp now, I think. But oh god, I hate it when I forget what I was gonna say. Oh wait, yeah, now that I've got some near glitch, I can actually smash this ball. And I know that you don't need to have the simulator glitch to smash the ball, but it just makes it easier to do. And now we'll have to go out of the level. Yeah, this is what I was meaning to say. When you actually manage to, you know, jump on trees like that and jump to the borders level like this, it is actually possible to die in a level that has no obstacles, no enemies or edges to fall off in order to die. But it is actually possible to die in this level if you actually escape the boundaries and fall here. You can actually die this way. But in Midnight Mountain, they have like lava or goo and that, and they have ledges you can fall off in Midnight Mountain. So yeah, that kind of makes a good last Homeworld because it adds a bit more difficulty to it. And also, I've noticed in Midnight Mountain that there are no levels with any Rhinox apart from Agent 9's lab. Have you not noticed that they just sort of gave up on the Rhinox enemies by Midnight Mountain because there was no more Rhinox in the game at that point apart from in Agent 9's lab? But yeah, here we go. You just see the two little wee bits of wood that are sort of like simulating the top of an archway below Sheila's Alp. Her portal's right there, and we can actually access it right now. So let's do it. Yes. Now I wonder who's my favourite ally character to play as. I'd probably say Agent 9 because he's the most easiest to play as. I think my least favourite is Sergeant Burgess because he's so bullshit to control. Sheila's alright.
Thanks again, Spyro. Now I have to find
out
out
what my
that
cousins-
nasty sorcerer
Oh, no, sorry.
done to my home while I was locked up.
See, I'm a bit rusty into the dialogue because I've not played it for a while, but I remember she said something about her cousins, is it? Is it just her good friends? Maybe it's not her cousins at all. But I remember Bentley has a brother called Bartholomew, and oh yeah, Agent 9 is like just that wacky monkey that I think should have probably been in Monkey Monastery in Spyro 4, so that was kind of a wasted opportunity of theirs. But yeah, let's just start Sheila's level now. Now I've got to find out what that nasty sorceress has done to my home while I was locked up. But she's a pretty easy to control, she's just a little bit annoying to play as, a bit.
It's okay, so
Bobby, Pete and I are working on a clever plan to take them back. Yeah, I do remember that one. Billy, Goat's Gruff. Billy the Mountain Goat. So they probably got like references to different goat characters, I don't know, I think that's Billy Goat's Gruff. So oh, I think since I'm playing the Greatest Hits version, there's like a remix of this Sheila's Alp soundtrack that goes to Lost Fleet. But Lost Fleet just has the Super Bonus Round soundtrack playing to it in the PAL version. But oh, I love those trees. So hi Sky Hurricane, I'm guessing this is probably the version that you have when you play it, because you live in the US and everything, but sadly as I live in like Britain, I've got the PAL version where you just get like reused soundtracks pretty much throughout the game. But I'm just glad you get like an emulator where you can actually download this version, that's awesome. I guess you could download a PSN on the PS3, you could think of it, but yeah, we're playing Sheila's Alp. She's got a relatively short level actually. I remember this level being harder when I was younger, but for some reason when you get older, like levels always feel much shorter and easier. But
you can get up really steep cliffs like this one
with your double jump.
Press the X button to jump and press it again exactly when you hit the ground to do the double jump. Once you've mastered it,
Jump and goats.
anywhere you want.
Do anywhere you want. So I'm pretty sure do anywhere you want. But yeah, there's only 3 eggs in these levels. Yeah, I'll try because I'm pretty sure we've not even got our first egg yet. But yeah, these levels, well, her one in particular is very short. Bentley's is kind of short, but I remember Agent 9's lab's probably one of the most frustrating out of them all. Well, actually no. Sergeant Burgess, he's just really hard to control. I mean, he feels so stiff to move, and whenever you're trying to move forward, he always, like, if you're moving back a minute and then you press forward, he actually ends up, like, still going back slowly before eventually going forward. He feels so stiff to maneuver, but yeah, she doesn't feel so bad in comparison to others. She's a little more smoother to move and fun to play as, but generally I just kind of prefer the Spyro parts in the game. And every time there's like a part like this in a level, I always feel myself wanting to like sort of get over and done with so I can enjoy the rest of the level as Spyro, because there's some pretty bullshit missions in every level. Like I love Fireworks Factory, I can't wait to get that level 4, that's my favourite level in the whole game. But probably because the music helps, but the level's actually pretty badass as well. But yeah, I love that level, but Agent 9's part in it kind of ruins it for me because I find it too hard. Well, especially when I was younger. Oh, for a second there I thought there was a glitch. But particularly when I was younger, I had to keep doing that part over and over, and if you mess up at once, you have to redo it from the start. But it's a bit easier now that you're older, and also I never found that skill point when I was younger where you can get that super gun, but yeah, let's talk to him now.
Home at last.
Here, I was going to use this to make an omelette, but I think you deserve it more. God, I'm still remembering the odd line here. Ruby. Hello, good little Ruby. But oh, the skybox looks nice here. Kind of looks like it would go to some ice level. Oh well, Alp, I suppose. Yeah, it would be rather icy. But oh, that skybox actually does look nice. Really like ice skybox. I think they reused some skybox from Spyro 2 in this game actually. Come think of it. Like I think Magma Cone's skybox is used in Molten Crater. But when I was younger, I could have always sworn there was actually a ledge up in this waterfall, but no, the ledge is actually over here instead. But I could have sworn I remember, like, somehow there's a ledge up here in this waterfall, but no, I was wrong. Oh yeah, but in this game there is what was I going to say just there actually? That's not what I was meaning to say at all. This level, I'm going to say, sorry, yeah, there's some gems inside these little rocks, so... Oh god, I hope I actually don't miss any gems in this game, because we don't actually unlock the gem finder till later on, whereas we have it from the start in Spyro 2. So that's an ability we lose actually from Spyro 2, and I've also noticed that Sparks has a more of a neon sort of colour in this game. Like, he was a little more... his colour was a bit more dimmer in Spyro 2. He looked a bit more shinier, but in this game he looks more boldly, the colours maybe. He's like boldly yellow, but he was like a light yellow in Spyro 2. Just thought I'd point out. And yes, we get these little head bashing chests as other characters too. Don't think we get them as Agent 9 because we don't have an ability attempt to actually use them, but as her we can use our foot stomp to X and triangle to actually stomp those chests. Dun 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 dun. Oh, and the fodder in this level is cute little ducks. But Agent Rhinox, do they give us... Yeah, they do give us gems. It's the ones later on that have the little the ones that respawn in those little huts over there. Yeah, they don't actually give us any gems, but the huts that they're in do. But they keep respawning unless we destroy their huts. They're little mushroom huts. Dun, dun, dun. I remember... I always remember whenever I played games when I was younger, like soundtracks like this one, I used to always have my own little stupid little lyrics too. I mean, I remember that dun 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 part. I used to always think it's a sense of prancing, it's a sense of fashion. I used to always... Like, sense of fashion, I said, but I remember I used to always pick up my stupid little lyrics to games. And yeah, you could tell that because this level was short, they had to put in tons of those little bashing chests so that they could fit lots of gems into the level. In one area, because the level was small, and yeah. Oh yeah, like I was saying here, there's 3 goats to help in this level, and we get an egg for helping each one. See, I can just imagine if this game was like re-released to PS4 stuff, and you could earn trophies for getting stuff like skill points, and you might get a gold trophy for getting all the eggs in the game, or get a silver trophy for getting all the eggs in one Homeworld. So I'm like, I always keep imagining if a game was released today, the sort of trophies you'd get for playing it, because you know back in the PS1 and 2 era, you never got trophies for doing little skill points in games and such.
Hey Sheila, let's play a joke.
Take this egg and smash it on Billy's house, okay?
I need to get him back for the last time
he butted me off the cliff. Oh my god, I'm getting thirsty. There's a lot of indoorsy parts like this in this game, like a lot of cave areas. But just trying to think what level I'm thinking of in particular. I don't know why I instantly thought of that, but there's a lot more spooky levels in this game than there is in Spyro 2. That's what I was meaning to say. Like, apart from Hurricanes, that's just more of like a sort of hollow sort of feeling. It wasn't really spooky, but there's some spooky levels like Spooky Swamp and well, Bamboo Terrace used to scare me when I was younger. The soundtrack used to terrify the hell out of me. The little screaming, like that cat noises that's in the soundtrack, and also Haunted Tomb used to scare me when I was younger. Even though Cloud Spires music's played to it, I just thought the music itself, the level itself used to scare me. And even Fireworks Factory used to scare me. I remember the music, the soundtrack to that level used to actually scare me. But yeah, I used to be scared by a lot of the levels when I was younger. Please don't think I'm stupid. I mean, like, I know when you're younger you can get scared by stupid things that harm me. You mining Rhinoc. I bet he's offended by that, mining Rhinoc. Just call him what he is. Be offended by that. Oh god, I hope I don't get this glitch happening to me that always happens to me in Enchanted Towers. Just hope it doesn't happen at any other point in the game. Because I remember when I was younger in Enchanted Towers, the same gem that whenever it only went and happened. And 666. Did you just see that? Fuck. Right guys, I'm going to get to the end of the level and see if this hope that didn't affect me in any way. But did you see that gem just fall off the edge? But I'm hoping that's just going to be like a glitch or something. Like, let's hope that once I've got all the gems will be collected. And if they're not, I'll just not save the game. I'll stop recording and I'll just replay up to that point. But oh gosh. I was literally just going to say about Enchanted Towers, when you kill one of those little wee flying, I don't know what they're called, flying gremlins of some kind, I don't know, whenever you like breathe fire in them, I remember like one of the green gems would fall off the edge and I could never complete the level because that green gem would not fly back up. Those green trees kind of remind me of sort of trees I had on a railway track. Like I had a lot of wee railway set back when I was younger and I remember I had trees that looked a bit like that on it. Even the soundtracks in Spyro 3 are a bit more creepier sounding at times than in Spyro 2. They're a bit more deep sounding. Whereas in Spyro 2 they sound a bit more babyish. Like, you know, Sunny Beach was like the da-da-da-da-da-da. Whereas in this game they sound a bit more maturized. I don't mean like it's scary, like it's adult-like or anything. I just mean like it seems a bit more... I don't know, it almost feels like the game sort of matured a little. But not in the sense that it's like scary or anything. It's hard to explain what I mean, but... But I just remember when I even remember playing for Spyro 2 the first time. I remember Spyro 2 was actually a bit easier than this game. I remember this game could be very hard for me times, but when I played Spyro 2 for the first time, I found it exceptionally easier. And Spyro 1 is easy at the start, but gets a lot harder. Oh, I did get all gems! Awesome! I don't need to replay a level. That's cool, so that must have been a little glitch, that. Do these just want to be kicked? Yeah, they do. So we'll get the last gem for talking to Bobby. Is this one? Take this egg and smash it on Billy's house again. So this is Billy. Bobby, okay, never mind.
You can have this egg I found in my house.
You can have this egg I found in my house. So this will be the third egg. So yeah, there are 3 eggs in all these levels. So. And there's 2 eggs. No, there's 3 eggs in the Speedways. Oh yes, and Sparks talks in this game. Well, kinda. It just goes like before talking in a Hero's Tale. But like he says that whenever like, what challenge would you like to play? But yeah, I remember the Speedways in this game kind of annoyed me, but they're not as hard as the ones from Spyro 2 and 1. But I remember still just finding the Speedways boring in general, because I used to just enjoy the levels, but I used to find the Speedways kind of annoying.
If you ever forget how to control a character or vehicle, just go to the pause menu and
select help. So that wasn't too bad. Just the actual characters' levels themselves are not that bad, but then when you're doing their in-level tasks, it's quite annoying. Because when we play Sheila later on in Spooky Swamp, her challenge level is pretty annoying. I'm trying to think what other level she's in. Oh yeah, she's in Seashell Shore in this level. Because I think every character we play as, like every ally we play as, has 3 like cameos in other levels. So she's in Seashell Shore, and she'll be in Spooky Swamp, and she'll also return like 2 homeworlds later. Like she's in this Homeworld 1 level, next Homeworld in another level, then she's not in the 3rd Homeworld level at all, and then she goes back in World 4 with another short cameo in Desert Ruins. Her level there isn't actually that hard at all. Pretty much you just play like a little wee Mario style play out where you pretty much just walk along a path that you see from her side rather than from her back. You just sort of like walk in this direction, just sort of like destroying the odd obstacle and that. But yeah, it's pretty easy, her challenge in Desert Ruins. But I think Desert Ruins is the name of the level. Yeah, but as I was saying, we actually don't need to backtrack to Sunny Villa now. I think I said that earlier, but I can't remember. But I remember we actually, if we do Sunny Villa first, yeah, it depends on what order you're doing the level. You'll have to keep going back to a level to complete again later on. But initially, you are actually not meant to be able to complete this entire homeworld straight away, because you're meant to return after unlocking Sergeant Bird to complete Molten Crater. But again, I'm going to 100% Molten Crater as well before unlocking Sergeant Bird, and I think you may have seen in both my long play and in my demo video that how to do that. And it's actually very easy, to be honest. But yeah, we got Sunnyvale out of the way because I do like that level, but it's not my favourite in Homeworld, so I'm going to go from like my least favourite to my favourite. But I remember that Cloud Spires was always the first level I played with my brother when I was playing with him, because we found like that the easiest level, so we just always wanted to like prolong the harder ones. But I think it's better to get the harder ones out of the way. It's not so this level's difficult, it's just not my favourite. I've noticed that in this game that they removed the intro and outro for every level, because you know how every level had a little wee level intro and a level outro with a little bit of level music playing to it and seeing what sort of trouble the level's in. In this level it just sort of skips that. Same loading screens though, like the same style of loading screen, but then we're just sort of straight into the level without being given like an actual insight of what's wrong. But I guess Spyro 2 kind of had to do that, because in this level it's kind of obvious that every level is troubled with Rhinox, and pretty much the villagers of each level is like, oh, could you please get rid of our Rhinox, they've interrupted something. So oh yes, you get a skill point for flaming all of these trees, and this level in particular is bringing me back a lot. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that soundtrack really brings me back. Because I remember this Homeworld very much in comparison to all this. I think Sunny Villa and Cloud Spires were always levels I played the most when I was younger. Whenever like I wasn't considering playing the game through all the way at times, and I was playing it with my brother, I'd only ever play like Sunshine Springs and then Sunny Villa and Cloud Spires before we eventually just got bored and stopped for the night. But I even made up my own stupid little lyrics for this level, like, make this world a better place for me. I used to say that, so I'm just so stupid, but yeah, this soundtrack is just so nostalgic. Councillor George! Have got around the town and kidnapped the mayor, and I totally tongue-tied there. I've overrun our town and kidnapped the mayor. Oh, and there's a giant chicken in this level as well, but we never actually like defeat or anything, and I do believe these enemies don't even bother hurting us. Like, hang on, just follow them. See, like, he's like, please don't hurt me, please don't hurt me, please don't hurt me. Ah, I'm evil. But I particularly remember this level. I remember when I first played it, I had no idea that this was actually the level in which the skate park was in originally. But come to think of it, it was rather Roman-like. I think this is based in Rome, this level. But Yeah, Sunny Village, I guess. Yeah, because you've seen them. They're in the little robes and the little crowns that they wore in like Roman times, ancient Rome. But yeah, I remember like the demo I had. Yeah, it had the skate park on it, and I think Hunter looked a bit different. And he wore like different shorts and was holding an invisible skateboard. But yeah, I remember when I first carried that part in this level, I was thinking, oh my gosh, I remember that in the demo. So of course the music was different. I actually kind of prefer this soundtrack to the one that was in the demo, because it was like I can't remember. I believe that soundtrack actually goes to Enchanted Towers in the Great Sets version of the US version, but it wasn't in the PAL version, but it was in the PAL demo. So now actually I'm not going to enter any areas like Sheila's area or Hunter's area before I've actually burnt all the bushes, because if you've already burnt bushes and you enter another area and then come back out, all the bushes are no longer burnt. So I'm having to make sure I stay out of any like portals before I burn all the bushes so I can get the skill point.
This Rhinoc is too big to charge.
It's
You'll
fat.
have to flame him using the circle button.
It's quite convenient how he's like fat in size, but it's quite convenient how the weapon he has is a chicken leg and a giant chicken leg like that. So I can't remember the extra dialogues that the mayor has. Actually, I'm pretty sure like not the mayor, councillor. I think yeah, each character has extra dialogues. Say something like have you seen any of our giant chickens around here? I think the Rhinocs have tried to eat them all. I'm pretty sure one of them says that.
Dragon? I never believed you really existed.
How could you be sure I really exist? It kind of reminds me of those little monks. But yeah, oh yes, I've got to say, like the NPCs in this game can actually be hurt. Like if you flame them, they actually do react to it, whereas they don't in Spyro 2, apart from like the soup guy. Or turtle. Whatever he's called. But oh, there we go. But it's weird how she sort of like tells us the obvious. I mean, come on Zoe, what if I played Cloud Spires before this level and you're just informing me of this now? Would you have informed me in Cloud Spires instead? No, she doesn't. She only tells us in this level that we can flame the bigger enemies. And it's probably better to be told in that level, because if you've never played this game before and you don't know how you actually hurt the bigger enemies, they're a bit harder in Cloud Spires, because they can actually like keep blowing you away with their wings if you don't jump over their like wing blow. That's what I mean. But yeah, I think this is actually intentionally meant to be the first level you're supposed to play, because it kind of feels like they made this one easier in comparison to others, because like, well, A, the small enemies don't even hurt you, and even the big enemies take a few seconds to actually swing their attack, so there we go. So it's very easy to not get hurt in this level. That's what I mean. Can we actually just jump up there without actually gliding to it? So, because I'm pretty sure, like, even though we don't have like the... Nah, never mind. Oh, I know, we can just jump on this little ledge here. Have we got an egg in this level? I've not noticed. Ooh. Make this world a better place for me. Oh, come on. Vanessa Feltz! I love the feeling of collecting gems. They're very satisfying collectible to get. I mean, when I've seen games like A Hero's Tale, the collectibles don't look as satisfying to collect, and even in Enter Dragonfly, even though it's the same style of collecting them, it didn't feel satisfying in that, because in this game it just feels like such a rush to pick them up, whereas it feels so slow just to pick up one gem by one gem by one gem in Enter Dragonfly. It just feels like such a chore to pick them all up. But yeah, I'll just go up here now, because there's one, there's an egg for that matter across this two pillars there that lead up to that pond. Dun, 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 no, 11 gems there. Dun, dun, dun. I like how they fade out distant textures to make the level not lag, because there's not too much appearing on the screen at once. I quite like how they took details like that in mind, because I remember back then they had to really do a lot. Like, they had to actually be careful with how to use the palette on the PS1, because the PS1 could only handle so much textures on the screen at once, but because they fade so much in the distance, means they could actually use more close-ups. So I kind of like how they did that. Like, they did make Spyro as best as possibly could. Oh, and I remember when playing this with Alex, her stepdad's name is Miles, and yeah, she doesn't get along with her stepdad, so I remember when I was playing this with Alex, she's saying, I'm pretty sure there's a dragon in this game called Alex, and yeah, there actually is. We did come across one called Alex eventually, and she got so excited, but she thought, maybe this one's called Alex, and when it showed up saying Miles, she was like, oh, Miles, oh, cringe. She was like really freaking out because of it. She's like, that's disgusting. So, I think that's all the gems in this area. Oh, I was almost holding back all the back buttons to sniff out any gems I missed, but I forgot we can't do that yet. So we're just going to try and get all the bushes, and then I might actually do, well, since it's closer, I might just do the 100 mission first, since that's the way I'm heading. And oh, I think we can talk to Zoe there. This is a jumped right past her.
Hi, Spyro. Each time a fairy zaps you like this, that means your progress is saved. If you get into trouble, you'll return to the last place you got zapped.
Yeah, because I totally forgot that from the previous game. Actually, no, come think of it, they are just as well teaching us in the next games as well, because this is the first game I ever played, so yeah. But I can imagine how, like, people who played this, like, straight after, like, playing the first two, they're probably thinking, yeah, because I never remember that from the previous game, but I think that is just for people who've never played the previous game, that's all. Or if you just happen to have a memory of a sieve. But, oh, that was a well-textured chicken. didn't even have any feathers. But, poor chicken. The Rhinox would try to eat them all. That's quite graphic for a kids game. All these brutally murdered chickens. Sorry. Oh gosh, we're almost getting into Sunny Villa as well. The levels are pretty small near the start of the game, particularly this one. Oh, I remember Molten Crater is tiny. I remember I used to always get to that level very fast. And I think Spires is probably the biggest level in this one. No, Seashell Shore is pretty big. But I think. So this level's called Sunny Villa. I wonder if they were originally going to call it like, I don't know, ancient Rome or something. It's just, it feels more like a Roman sort of area rather than a village or something. Because I know a villa is like a village, but I don't know, a villa is like. No, I think villa is quite a reasonable title. I think.
For the help, but I think I would have worn him down in a minute.
Worn him down in a minute. Let's see, got more to say.
Have you seen any of our giant chickens? The
That's it
rhinos
there.
have been trying to eat them all.
But trying to eat them all. Citizen Jasper is another one called that. I've not got green eyes. Hang on. What was I gonna say? I think there's some levels in this game where you literally just see an ally at the start level and the very end. But levels like this, you've seen the occasional one of them throughout the level. Like you see this one here, you see one at the start, and you see another one around the corners now. And also there's another one in Sheila's part, and also there's a pink one too. I think there's a pink one of those bears. But in levels like Enchanted Towers, we just get the "You found Farley" guy once, and then we see him again at the end of the level. But I'm pretty sure like there's a dog of some kind. It goes like, "Have you found my girlfriend Tara?" He only appears once in the entire level. But fun enough, Alex mentioned the same person who plays the Landlubbers in Spyro 2 also plays that. Oh, fun enough, I think his name is Jasper, isn't it? That purple guy from Enchanted Towers. It goes like, "You found Farley." Like, not that one in particular, I think the one at the very start or something, but yeah, I think he was voiced by the same person who plays the Landlubbers. But yeah, let's talk to him now.
Thank you for rescuing my town.
Merely
As mayor, I award you with one of our famous
giant chicken eggs. Oh, totally. Like, that is the ugliest chicken I've ever seen. Oh, and every time I see Sanders, I always think of one of my mum's friends, Kay Sanders. Make this world a bit one for me.
That was the ugliest chicken I've ever seen.
Not very rude. Not exactly a spring chicken yourself. That was not actually an intended pun. You're not a spring chicken yourself. Oh, you can't do it here. I remember like later on in Haunted Tomb, you could actually keep flaming the dog as he was trying to get towards the portal, and you can like stop him from actually getting through by him going over and over. Now, there's a pretty cool glitch you can do in the demo that I actually don't know how to do, but I've seen it be happen before, and I've thank you to Spyro557 for actually pointing out that you can actually do this. I'd like to actually figure out myself sometime how you do it. But in the demo version, you actually can't access Sunny Villa. All you can do is the skateboard park, but with a glitch, you can actually access the Sunny Villa area, but I don't know how to do that. Just thought I'd mention that though, and I think this is the last tree, I believe. Yes! Skill point. I think that's the only skill point in this level. Blang! I'm trying to remember all the skill points are in this game. I think I might miss the odd one because I think they're pretty hard to get in this one. I'm pretty sure you don't get any skill points in the Speedways in this game. So here we are.
Hi, Spyro. I found this gladiator training arena, and it makes a pretty cool skate park. Care for a test of your boarding skills?
I keep saying all the lines wrong. I bet you can't catch all 15 of the lizards running around here. Says something like that here.
I bet you can't catch all 15 of the lizards running around here. Just come back if you want some boarding tips from the master.
So. Oh yeah, I was just wondering, like, I was thinking, I thought his eyes were blacker than that, but I forgot that's the Japanese version of Spyro 2. Oh my gosh, I remember how much hassle I had with this challenge when I was younger. I was always fine this one, but I remember like I would always fall off my skateboard and doing this challenge, so I was actually hopeless at the next one. They don't just increase the challenge a little bit, they increase it like a lot. Because this is actually like 2 phases, like pretty much have to just destroy all 15 lizards, and get an egg, but he gives us another egg for destroying all 15 of the lizards again, but we have to never fall off our skateboard, and also we have a time limit next time, so they don't just add on one more level of difficulty, they actually add an extra thing to make it difficult too, as well as that one thing that already made it more difficult. But when I was younger, I used to get so frustrated with that part, because I would always fall off at least once, and I'm like, ugh, I used to get so frustrated, but I'm a bit better now that I'm older, but I hope I don't jinx it as part of this Let's Play. But oh yeah, forgot to mention, these lizards have returned from Glimmer in Spyro 2, and I remember how nostalgic I got in Spyro 2 and actually saw that these guys were there too. Like, I was thinking, oh, I remember those guys from Sunny Villa, like when I was playing Spyro 3 when I was younger. But that's probably why I never discovered the previous Spyro games, because it was never really emphasized to be Spyro 3. Like Spyro 2, Gateway to Glimmer, it's just called Year the Dragon, they just sort of skipped the 3 in the title. Where's the other lizard? I could have sworn there was a lizard in there, here we go. I'm going to practice by trying to never fall off the skateboard in this part, just to see if it's possible. Oh wait, I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's another skill point in this level. There's one for doing... yeah, once we've actually got another lizards in this part, you're meant to build up a certain amount of points within a time limit or something like that. But yeah, you have to beat Hunter's Course record or something in order to get a skill point, which would be cool. I think the skill points kind of compensate for trophies in this game, I think. Oh, dun, oh, dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I'm also going to try to get all the gems now to save me doing it like later on. I suppose I could actually just get it after I'm done, but I just like to get all these gems out of the way. Oh, never mind. Hope I don't do that in the actual final thing. So I won't have any gems to worry about collecting, I suppose. Oh, I'll do a full circle of this again, just to make sure. Yeah, I did miss gems. I think those things spin round, don't they? Yeah, if you skate past them, those little poles actually spin round. But yeah, there's gems up here, yeah. There's one on each of these little things. And there's actual, yeah, there's, what's they called up there, lizards. Oh yeah, they're also in Dragon Shores, those lizards in Spyro 2. But, oh, I'm actually having lots of fun actually playing Spyro again right now. But I actually do love Spyro 3, not just for the sheer nostalgia of it, I just actually really enjoy this game. But Spyro 2, I'd actually say, is on par with this. I know a lot of people probably disagree, but I don't know. I just think this game is probably just as good in my opinion, but just a different variety of levels. But the odd addition to it I find doesn't really work. I mean, like, there's things like Sergeant Bird, which I just find annoying. I find his segments in every level really irritating. But it doesn't ruin the game for me. There's probably some aspects of every game I don't really like, but oh, for God's sake. Ugh! I'll just die. Oh, he's not going. There. Oh! Oh, I thought he would look like he was taking a long time to actually go in the hole. I thought, oh, maybe I can get him, but I still never got him. Also, if you actually go up the orange ramps, you don't actually stay still. You keep on going. You keep shooting forward, and if you press X, you get more leverage. But if you go up a blue ramp, you sort of stay still, and you sort of go up vertical, and you just fall back down. So it's hard to explain that, but hopefully not. I mean, but that was kind of hard to explain. I think I've got all the gems now in this area, but it's just that last imp. I'm thinking of MediEvil here now. Last lizard. We got to get it in. Yes, we got it.
Hey, that was great! And while you were boarding,
I found this in a lizard burrow. I'm pretty sure like all these dialogue boxes here are the same in this game, but I remember in the demo version they must have like reworded the line or reset it. I can't explain it. He must have resaid the line in this version of the game, like the final product. Because he says one of these lines, or two of them, there's like one or two lines he says in the demo version, he says slightly differently in comparison to this game, but all the rest are clearly the same audio file. So that was really hard to explain actually. Emily Howard and I'm a lady. Yeah, let's go back.
Alright, if you can catch all the lizards without wiping out, and before time runs out, I might be able to scrounge up another egg. It's not gonna be easy.
It isn't gonna be easy though, like. But I hope actually I can redo a long playlist at some point, because I remember in my long play, I got a bit impatient because how long the video was, because I was gonna render it in like 720p, and I'm surprised because I rendered it in 480p, which is alright, but it's just more that just like black screen at start some levels for like about 20 seconds. That kind of annoyed me because I wanted it to be more tidier than that, but what the hell, I'll probably like record it in full screen, more HD, and without all those little errors at some point. And hopefully I can maybe complete the game quicker now, because I hope I'm a bit better right now. But
get him, Spyro!
Go them, Spyro! Okay, fingers sweating. This shit's getting serious. Bring it on! Come on. But, how many of these balloon ones is there? I remember I actually get nostalgic over balloons because I remember I just used to get so fascinated over those balloons because I remember they're always hidden in certain areas in some levels. Like every level had like a balloon somewhere. Not every level, but when I was younger I used to just always remember those balloons. But yeah, look, not only we're never allowed to fall off a skateboard, but we have a time limit to pressurize us too. But now we'll get through it. It's actually quite a lot of time, I suppose. And we've already got 4, and we were given quite a lot of time to do it. We've got 5 now, and there's quite a lot of time that there's a huge clump of them together like this. Like, oh, there's one. Pi 1! I used to always think it sounds like they're saying Pi 1 when I say like, Pi 1! They probably are saying Pi 1. It's actually probably some man who's doing the voice of them, but they like severely pitched it. He probably like, Pi 1! Or something like that, and he probably pitched it going like, Pi 1! I don't know. Maybe it's a female doing it, I don't actually know. What? Oh, I thought I missed a gem, never mind. No. Let's see if I can get used to here. If not, I want to see if I can actually show off something. Oh no, I got them, never mind. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, you can actually circle back around this way if you happen to miss them. Because you can actually circle around the actual temple, some kind, I don't know what it's called, but you can actually, yeah, you can actually skateboard around the actual roof. Did I miss one? I think I did miss one here. There was one running around in the middle that I think I missed. Or no, there wasn't. There was one on the ramp that I missed. One in this ramp here. Oh no, I didn't. I must have got them all. Cool. So there's just 3 down here. Is it? Yeah, there's 3 in the ground that I missed now. Yes. Oh. Oh god. Sorry, I'm just worried about hitting one of these poles. There we go. And just one more here. Yes! One attempt. Awesome.
Whoa, that was sweet.
Sure was, you bitch. And thanks a lot for giving me such a hard challenge.
In the lizard burrow.
That's one of the reasons I hate Hunter. Not because his character's annoying, but every time he shows up, it means there's something I'm not going to like. So, but yeah, his character's kind of funny, I suppose. He's a little bit irritating, but he's not bad. Shows up a little less in Spyro 4, which I suppose is one of the most redeeming things about Spyro 4. Daisy. I wonder if there's another one called Peach. I'm pretty sure there's another one with a really weird name in this game. I'm not sure why. I think it was a nickname for someone else, but Ba-ah. I'm not sure. Yeah, and funny enough, it's actually a sheep, like, but it's a dragon wearing a sheep suit. But I remember in Spyro 4, some of the characters have some really weird names, like Duckweed and everything like that. And Russell Tim. I mean, like, Spyro 4, the dragonflies have really weird names, but in this game they have rather non-pet-like names. They clearly sound like human names, but it's yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, I remember, like, Alex, when I was playing with her, literally every egg, she was adamant there was going to be one called Bradley, but then she looked up all the egg names, and she found out that actually all the eggs are named after members of the cast. And when I actually saw the ending credits, I thought, oh yeah, when I was looking through all the actual ending credits crew, all those names were actually the name of eggs. And actually, this is pretty cool. I actually have noticed this before, but I keep forgetting about it, that you actually see a chicken getting eaten, like around about here. Well, you don't see it get eaten, but you see it get run off, and then you see its feathers flying off at the side, but then you never actually see any chickens level. But when you actually complete level, do the hunter challenge, come back up this way, you'll notice that one of the chickens have come back, and you can go right through him. Like, look, his head like is invisible or whatever. But I'm pretty sure he actually makes a comment about it, saying one of our chickens made it back or something like that.
Look, a chicken turned up.
Yeah.
I hope it's not the only one left.
Only one left. First things though, like those Rhinox have been like brutally killing them in cold blood. But right, so we've done the hunter challenge. Oh no, actually no. Let's go back to Hunter's Park because I want to actually get a skill point. Yeah, you get a skill point for beating this course record. Oh god, I can't believe I almost forgot to do that. So the only thing we've got left to do in this level after that is Sunnyville. Because that's Sunnyville we're in now. Zip zap zap. Zip zap zibbity bob. Zip zap zap. Gosh, this part kind of reminds me of Bamboo Terrace before the... Oh, no, not that challenge, Bamboo Terrace. That one used to annoy me. The one we did on that little wee raft where we had to shoot those Rhinox to help save those pandas. Oh my god, that used to annoy the hell out of me. But, yeah, we've only got a level left to do. We have to... I think it's... What's it again? Rapunzel or something like that? Yeah. We have to do a mission with Rapunzel in Sheila's segment of this level, and I think Rapunzel is pink. Which I used to always be so fascinated by him, that level, because like, oh my god, it's the rare for like forbidden pink bear in the level, and I used to always find it just so fascinating how she's the only pink bear in the level, and all the rest are the same. But I remember I used to always be fascinated by that. Like, I was always fascinated by the weirdest things. But what else was I going to say? But I remember it's like Marco. Yeah, that's the name of the bear that we're like helping out. But it turns out that there's actually a restraining order between them both. It's like saying, why did Marco send you here? I'm not wanting to see him anymore. I've got a restraining order against him. But I think, what? Marco sent you here? I have a restraining order against him, or something like that. But, I can't even remember what Marco says. I happen to just remember her line more. She says something like, my love, like, alas, I have lost my love. That's it. I remember when I was younger, I didn't know what alas meant. I just think he said, alas, I've lost my love. But, so pretty much I think, I don't even know how much we get here. Oh, cool, that was awesome. But Twisted Lamb. But we pretty much just have to beat his course record within the time limit. Yes, did it! Skill point, awesome. Because I did a Twisted Liner or Nasty, I think I did a Nasty Nork, I'm actually sure. Well, I got something that gave me a lot of points, so that's awesome, that's all I was trying to do. So if you just beat his course record within the time limit, you get a skill point, awesome. Didn't want to pass up on that. But, it's just pretty cool. I wish I could actually just figure out how in the demo you could actually hack your way into the level. And I don't know why I still don't own all my PS1 demos. I remember them all. I've just been rebuying them all whenever I remember them. But yeah, my mum must have got rid of them all, but actually thought I didn't want them anymore. But I was raking through some of my unboxed discs, because quite a while back whenever I was losing covers for my discs, I have keep them all in this little wee sleeve things. It's one of the disc sleeve things. And I found one of my old PS2 demo discs in there. I thought, oh my gosh, I didn't know I still had this, but I'm pretty sure it's not the same one that I actually had like Tekken and everything on. I thought, oh, it's a shame, because I remember I used to love playing Tekken on the demo before I actually got the actual game, which is a lot more fun. But I remember when I was playing the demo, I was like, how come, actually no, that's not relevant to this game, but I'll say it quickly. I was always remember when I played that game, I was thinking, how on earth can I not unlock any more characters other than Christy and Paul? That's because it's a demo. And actually, come to think of it, you don't even have to unlock Sheila to actually get into her level earlier. It is actually possible to do it like by actually going into her level from the side. I think you have to do it from this angle or something like that. Like this part's actually solid, you can jump here. Yeah, and then you can sort of glide down that way, and then yeah, you can just sort of keep gliding round, and then yeah, sorry. To whom it may concern, Sheila the kangaroo is currently otherwise detained by me. Please return in a few years. Oh, okay, whatever, bitch. But yeah, pretty much you just have to glide all the way around there, and then you just sort of go in from the side of the portal. But yeah, we'll just do our challenge now, and I'm assuming all the rest of the gems are in her area, and if not, I am fucked.
Hey, Spyro, there are rhinox everywhere.
Everywhere.
Maybe I can find some peace and quiet at the top of the tower.
Enchanted towers, but oh, I remember her mission here could be a bit hard because the rhinox in this area are a bit of a bitch.
I have lost my love, guarded by evil rhinox at the top of yonder tower.
Can you rescue her for me? Sure thing, mate. Hang on, can we kick him? Oh yeah, he responds to being kicked, and he just goes like yow, yow. There's other ones that make funny noises, like did I kick any of the goats in Shield's Alp? I can't remember. I remember going pooh when you kick them. But I'm pretty sure there's two allies that make the exact same noise when you hit them. I think the guys from Spooky Swamp and also that guy from Enchanted Terrace make the same noise. They go like ow! I can't do it for well. But they make a ow noise, which is clearly stemmed from ow! I went boom again or something like that. But also this soundtrack does actually remind me a lot in Spooky Swamp. That's probably because you play as her in Spooky Swamp, and later on in the game there's a part in the game I never used to get to a lot when I was younger. But I remember like actually years after playing the game, when I eventually got to the third Homeworld, I remember how excited I got in the Fireworks Factory. I thought, oh my god, that's that soundtrack that went to Molten Crater in the demo. I got so excited because I remember when I first played Molten Crater I got so upset. I was like, oh, it's not the same music that I remember. But when I was younger I was just stupid. I didn't really appreciate the soundtracks how good they actually were, because Molten Crater is actually a good soundtrack. But kick him quickly! Sorry. So yeah, they're like guards that are stopping us from reaching our apparent love, when it's actually like Marco's just a creep and is forcing himself on her mercy and everything. But okay, prepare yourself for there to be rhinox up here, because you literally have to act fast and like, kick them straight away, because they're like waiting up here to hit you back down as soon as you go up. So come on, see what this. There we go. Gone. Awesome. Because they're little bitches, they can attack you straight away and they push you right back and you fall back down. So those little wee god rhinox are so annoying. Oh, I targeted that perfectly. I kind of wish we were playing as Spyro right now, so we could just clean charge right through those vases, but now we'll just sort of kick, 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 and your kicks aren't always responsive, Sheila, so that's more annoying. So I just don't instantly, I was just thinking there, I was like, oh yeah, this soundtrack actually does go to Lost Fleet, so it will be in my Let's Play, this soundtrack will go to Lost Fleet. I kind of prefer Molten Crater going to actually Dynamite. I think it's very fitting, whereas I think the odd part of the actual soundtrack that goes to Dynamines sounds a little bit like Sunny Villa, but which is this level, funnily enough. But yeah, I just always remember Super Bonus Round going to Lost Fleet. It's like London. I can't do it well, but those textures of stone look a bit weird. No, they look a bit. Actually, no, they don't look bad. Actually, no, they're pretty good for this hero. What am I complaining about? Just look at the tapping. I'm just too scared. He's gonna kick me. Oh, get a gun. Awesome. Awesome. Now, obviously, I'm just taking my time because it's a Let's Play, and I sort of have fun and sort of talk through it with you. And oh, there wasn't a gem on that ledge. Okay, but I remember I used to always make the mistake of just thinking, oh god, I missed a gem, and I jumped up here and I thought, oh, there's not one up there. That gem, that ledge is trying to fool me. Oh wait, no, I don't think I've actually been hurt in this part of Sheila. I used to always do shit this part. I used to use like lose like 2 or 3 lives this part with constantly getting bombarded by those like ridiculous Rhinox when he used to keep sneaking up on me like that one did, and just used to keep whacking me with that javelin or whatever it's called. But what was I saying when I was just jumping down there? Oh, forgive me. I hate it how forgetful I am. Actually, I'm gonna start recording and just rewatch what I said there just to see if I did say anything that was relevant. Hang on. Oh yeah, it wasn't anything that important. I was just saying how in my Let's Plays I tend to take more time at the game and just sort of go through it funner and everything, but in my long plays I tend to try and speedrun it as much as possible, get through the game as fast as possible, and sort of like just do little stunts to get it done faster and just go sprint through it. But yeah, I'm just sort of going to dilly-daddle as it is a Let's Play, but oh, please don't sneak up on me! Back off! Don't hurt me! I was this part entirely unharmed. There we go. Sorry. But, sorry, I'm just shouting at you guys. I'm sorry, I'm just panicking a little. Are these actual lights? They look very 2D, but now they look cool. Just notice those little lights here in this tower. It's quite hard to tell where to jump down from other than just walking down these steps one by one, because of the camera angle you can't really see which part is safe to jump down. Apart from this little wall here, I suppose you could judge it from that, but I remember when I was younger I could never tell what was a safe route to jump down from when I was trying to climb back down the tower. But okay, it's another part where I think Rhinox will try to trick you when you're going up. There we go, sorry, I just don't want any of them hurt me. No! There we go. Just like in Spyro 2, if you're facing away from an enemy, like the camera angle's off an enemy, they won't hurt you. So, like if there's one like right here and your camera angle's off them, they won't harm you until your camera angle's back on them. So, yeah, just that'll be a little bit of advice for you if you're not wanting to get hurt by an enemy when you're trying to hurt another one. There we go. You can talk to me in a minute, bitch. I want to try and get everything else first. You're not important. The loot is more important than you. Oh, there we go. But look there, she's so beautifully pink. And yes, I got all the treasure from Sunnyville. So let's talk to Rapunzel.
Marco sent you here.
Rapunzel's pubic hair. So I was just quoting Red Dwarf. But, what? Marco sent you here. I got a restraining order against him. Oh, no. Oh my god, I actually love her flower crown. It's much better than that lame-ass leaf crown that the rest of them have. But, yeah, so just I saw Rapunzel there. I just thought, not read a book longer than Rapunzel's pubic hair. I just thought that there. If you've seen Marco, please tell him I've moved out. No probs, I know what it's like to have a creepy... That's actually quite weird, because pretty much we're hearing the storyline of a stalker in Spyro right now. But, yeah, speak to us.
If you see Marco, please tell him I've moved out.
Sure thing, bitch. But, look at her, she is such a sassy girl. Like, it's like, no one can hurt me. But the boys in Sunnyville are such pussies that they're always like, oh no, whenever you kick them. But, nah, she is just indestructible. But, okay, what's the perfect route to jump down? See, that's what I could never figure out. Like, it's just all blue from here. Ah, yeah, so here's a safe route to jump down, I think. And if I die, then fuck my life. But, oh, where am I falling? There we go. Oh, I'll just, have I got all the eggs? Come think of it. I know, I just had a puberty voice there, sorry. Oh, Sunnyville is complete. I could have sworn I never saw the thing coming up. And I just realised we've actually been playing over an hour and I've only done like a couple of levels, so I've got to pull my finger out and get the rest of them done, eh? But, we could just exit this area, I suppose, now and then exit levels. So, Sunnyville is pretty fun. We'll do Cloud. Oh, no, that's right, it's not right. Like, Cloud! Spires! Cloud Spires plays in, actually, I'll talk about when we actually get Spires. Oh, we're getting, yeah, because we played 2 levels already. I keep forgetting Sheila's up as well. But yeah, whenever we complete 2 levels in a Homeworld, not including a Speedway, we get an extra cutscene. So, yeah, we're getting a cutscene of Bianca still being a bit of a bitch, but Hunter's still falling for her for some reason. Quite literally, he just fell right there.
Ooh,
Look out, Hunter. It's the scary
I remember I was kind of like
sorceress.
Spyro when I was younger, because I remember I used to think, yeah, gosh, romance when I was younger, when they got together. Because I used to be like, when I was younger, I was like, oh my god, kissing, gross.
Hey, but I think we can look after ourselves.
Try looking after this, bitch! God. Why is she so bar? Oh, there we go.
Come back when you finish
Badass.
witch school, okay?
My gosh, Spyro really did mature in this game.
Is it just me? Or is she kind of cute when she's angry?
Come to think of it, is Spyro the only person who reprised his role in this game? Because I can't think of any other characters from Spyro 2 that came back in this one. Oh, the Professor! Come think, yeah. Oh, but funnily enough, yeah, he's also voiced by Tom Kenny, so of course he would. But I'll probably think, all the characters that were in this game returned, reprised their roles in Spyro 4, but yeah, come think of it, I don't think a lot of them actually did reprise their roles in Spyro 2. But the game is mostly the same, like, I mean like the actual style of the game, I don't necessarily mean the voice acting. But here we are. Cloud Spires, the cloud level of this game, previous game being Cloud Temples. So let's just get into it now. And as I was saying earlier in this Let's Play, I used to always play this level first because, I mean, that's mostly my brother who did it. He used to find this level easiest in comparison to the rest because he found himself always getting stuck on other levels, whereas he found this one so easy because it's more of a point A to B sort of level. You don't like play as another license level. This level kind of starts off a bit like Cloud 9. You start in this little wee box area and you sort of walk down in a path to the rest of the level. So yeah, this level sort of feels a bit like a more awesome version of Cloud 9. Cloud 9 is just like a big overcrowded mess, but yeah, this level is actually pretty cool. I actually love this soundtrack. I was just listening to it just a moment ago. Actually, I think this used to be one of my favourite soundtracks from this Homeworld in this game. I just love this one so much. I think this turns into Whirly actually later on, but is there another? Yeah, there is an enemy here. Oh yes, remember it rains this level later on when we complete it because we have to activate the cloud generator. And there's like little lightning enemies in this level, like the wind Rhinox and the lightning Rhinox, but I'll switch on now. And this level soundtrack returns in Haunted Tomb in the PAL version, but I actually do prefer Haunted Tomb soundtrack in the Great Hits version, so I'm glad that's the version I'm playing right now. And I believe these things are voiced by the same person who plays Bianca, even though they're clearly intended to be like boys, but...
The Rhinox have shut down our cloud generator, and
I'll never see a cloud again.
What the hell? Cloud again? A rainbow again. See, I keep remembering it vaguely, but I don't remember the lines that well. Why do I keep seeing everything so posh? Oh, they're so adorable.
Ew! Ew! Ew!
I remember something that I only just noticed recently, is that their head's actually the same shape as their cloud generator. I mean,
You think the sorceress would want more rain after what the sun has done to her skin?
Oh, wow, burn. Burned her skin. Oh my god, that's another non-intended pun. But, has the skybox since level been used in another level already? I can't really tell. I don't think it has. I think it's exclusive to this game. You're welcome. Sorry, I'm just sort of mumbling all the things I used to say to levels when I was younger. Like whenever I used to hum the soundtracks, I used to always make up my own little lyrics. Like say, dun, 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 dun. Yeah, we could probably glide past him.
If wings were big and strong like yours, I could easily glide across here.
Yeah, like I never glided in Sunny Villa. That's clearly the level was intended first. So why are you teaching me this now? Unnecessary info, bitch. Dun, 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 dun. So yeah, of course, this soundtrack's actually more fitting to this level than it is to Haunted Tomb. I gotta admit. But oh, that's a gem I used to always miss younger, because from this angle here, I used to quite often miss this ledge because it's quite not seeable. Like you can easily just go past it, not knowing the ledge is there. But yeah, there's actually a blue gem just sits on a random ledge down here. And this level, it kind of branches off in different directions at times, so it's quite easy to miss the odd gem, but yeah, all in all, this level's pretty simple. Like, the objective's simple enough, it's pretty much just collecting things in this one. Dun, dun, dun. Awesome.
The metal armor those enemies are wearing protects them from your dragon flame. If you hold down the square button, you can defeat them with your charge attack.
We could defeat them with your charge attack. But, I don't know why. This level's not a very snowy level, but for some reason the atmosphere feels very snowy, probably because of the skybox. It looks like snow clouds and everything, but oh, I just freaking love this level soundtrack. Awesome. Oh, sorry, charge in. Gosh, I'm doing very well. Very well. Very well, sorry. But the fodder in this level, like little ducks, what are they? What are these things? I think they go, "Boy!" when you hit them, like, "Boy!" Yeah, they make little wee noises I can't do because I've got a puberty voice. But oh yes, I am a super strong Viking Rhinoc with fake wings, but things like see him sort of strapped onto him with red nipples. But hang on, oh, I see him flying in the background. Yeah, whenever you're far away from them, they just keep flapping up in the air like that, but then they sort of drop down when you get near them. But yeah, as soon as I jump up here, it's going to flap his wings, but I'll do it fast enough. There we go. And yeah, I used to always be hesitant to jump down this hole as well, because I used to think this would be an endless pit, but no, there's actually a path down here with gems. So. Oh, and this part opens later on, actually, yeah. Once we've completed level, all the whirlies open up in these little pads, so we can actually get up here to get life, and another egg, actually. I think there's another egg up in that pathway. Oh, and I think this one's called Stephanie, or is this one called Alex? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure this one has a name that's familiar. Stephanie, yeah. Because I remember playing this with Alex, and she was like, oh my god, that's my mum's name, so... like her mum's name, but, how many eggs are in this game, actually? I think there's 156, I can't remember. I know there's over 100. I think there's more gems in this than there are orbs in Spyro 2. But, oh yeah, and in this game, the levels are a bit more evenly laid out in each Homeworld, because there's 4 levels in every Homeworld, including not including a Speedway, and an extra level that's for an exclusive ally character. But there's technically like 4 like Spyro levels, excluding the Speedways. But in Spyro 2, it's sort of scattered, because Homeworld 1 has 6 levels, Homeworld 2 has 10, and Homeworld 4 has 5. So no, 3 has 5. But every level has every Homeworld has the same amount in this game. So I think this game does take longer to play, because I usually take like about 2 or 3 hours longer to play this one than Spyro 2.
Well, if
it isn't my favorite dragon, the sorceress
put me in charge of guarding these bellows. However, I suppose I might look the other way.
If I was distracted by counting gems. Gosh, I actually remember my old channel, PSX Mad 146, which was terminated back in like 2012. I remember actually doing Let's Plays without commentary, but I actually played this in parts. Well, long plays, but I didn't do the full game. I actually did long plays in parts. I did a Homeworld per part, but sure, whatever. Oh, I like how much more sassy Spyro can actually be in this game. In Spyro 2, he can say things like, no thank you, or yeah, okay. He would just say things like that, but they make him sound a lot more, like he's becoming a bit more of a grumpy teenager in this game. Like, he's starting to go through like puberty and he's just getting grumpy. Everyone's like, no way, you doofus. He gets a bit more grumpy with him, a bit more sassy and everything. Like, sure, whatever. So even if you're saying yes, he's like, oh, fine. But even Moneybags is a bit more evil in this game than he is in Spyro 2.
Precious gems. Well then, Spyro, you may now use the bellows any time you wish. Best of luck on your little egg hunt.
Ah, Spyro. He sounds a bit more like that in Spyro 2, but he sounds a lot more. I think his voice does sit more in this one, because he has a more posh sounding voice, and he clearly is a very posh kind of character. So oh, I just remembered the Sunseed challenge in this level. I used to know him when I was younger, but I think it surprisingly got easier as it got down. Let's see if I can pull this part off. Oh, damn it! God's sake! I actually thought I pulled that off, but why didn't you get killed? I thought I charged you, bitch. I thought I could have done that fast, like charge that, then flame, but no, it didn't work. I think this is so he talks, doesn't she?
Remember,
Yeah.
to get your longest glide, press the X button at the very top of your jump, and use the triangle button to hover at the end of your jump.
Sure thing, Ginger. But I'm actually really enjoying playing Spyro 3 right now. I think a lot of people actually said something like this game was disappointing, and I'm like, really? I thought this was actually very popular among many viewers. I know Crystal Fisher loves this game. I think it's his favourite one, and I think it is probably my favourite, but Spyro 2 is like equally my favourite. I don't really have a favourite over them, but I think they're just equally as good, but this is like an addition. Like, I think it's good to those who like the nostalgia of, like, well, if you're younger and a year old it's like nostalgic to you, but I don't know, a year can be nostalgic, but if you like the original sort of style of gameplay from Spyro 2 and you watch another game like it, I think this game is good for you, because if you like Spyro 2 you definitely like this game, I think, so. Oh, and Sparks is so like really dark blue right now rather than bright blue. Like, its colours are a lot more bolder in this game, like rather than in Spyro 2. I can't explain it well, but yeah, I just remember the Sunseed challenge here. I'm pretty sure you can actually glide it into the actual lava pot in this part, but also I just think there's a glitch you could do where you can actually glide behind it, but I'm not going to do it right now because I don't want to take the risk of dying, but I could have sworn there was a gem on that ledge down there, but no, that little ledge is just over there. I could have sworn there was also a gem over there, but no. Also not. So yeah, we get the egg for completing the level.
Activated the bellows? Maybe I can get the cloud generator working again.
So yeah, Fluffy doesn't care that we still have other stuff to do in the level. As long as we've done what he wants, and that's fine with him. Like, don't bother getting all the treasure if you want to complete the game 100%. So, but yeah, maybe I can get the cloud generator working again. And there's I never actually noticed when I was younger at this part. You actually see the egg flying out of the cloud generator here, like. No part. Yeah, see, like you actually see the egg popping out with all the like magical sparkles flying off it. I never noticed that when I was younger. You actually see the egg flying out. Oh, there's a noticeable bit of frame drop there.
The Rhinox must have been using this thing to
clock up the cloud generator. Yeah, he does sound like a softer, sweeter version of Bianca. Henry, don't be horrid, Henry. Come on. Is he? No, he's not. He's just pissing off. Little bitch. There we go. Oh. Sorry, just that looked quite funny how it's in sync with the actual skybox. But what should we do first? Oh, we'll do this since it's here. So yeah, we'll do the other part last minute. I always just associate this level with Haunted Tomb, just because I grew up playing the PAL version before eventually finding the emulator when I got the internet back in like, I don't know when like, between 2008 and 2010 I think I actually first got the internet and everything. But then I downloaded like games like this and everything, and I downloaded like, I don't think I initially meant to download the US version. I was quite new to all these ISOs and regions and everything. I just downloaded Spyro, didn't really care what region it was from. And I thought, wait, I don't recognise some of these tunes. And I remember I really liked the Haunted Tomb soundtrack that went to this version, but I was always like, grew up with the PAL version having the Cloud Spires soundtrack going to level, and Seashell Shore going to Crystal Islands. And Nevella wasn't in any levels in Midnight Mountain. I remember the exact same soundtrack that goes to Midnight Mountain, the final version actually does go to it in the PAL version too. But Desert Ruins is the same. But Desert Ruins soundtrack actually goes to Skate Park in Haunted Terrors? Yeah, Chat Terrors, sorry, I get confused. Haunted Terrors is from Spyro 1. But Fun Heaven's There actually does kind of remind me of Haunted Terrors, the same sort of texture style. Like, funnily enough, yeah, you do always see these little texture hacks on YouTube all over the place now. Like, I don't think it was Crystal Fisher who started them. I think he sort of promoted them though, because I think he got like, there's someone else who invented the program called Spyro Edit, and he sort of does a lot of his own edits too. But it's Crystal Fisher does his own edits too. But so did these? I think these Spires actually came into this game. I don't think they were in Spyro 2. These little flame Spires. Yeah, I don't think there's any gems up here. Yeah, there's the pot you have to put the what they call seeds into, and I think it's possible to glide onto it. Yeah, it is. So there we go. I think I've got all the gems in this area, but we're not done the level yet. He says to simply step on the switch to make the seed fly away, and you have to keep flaming it to keep it. Oh, that's a perfect example. See, you have to keep flaming it to keep it hot, and otherwise that'll happen. But yeah, you don't actually have to step on the seed. You don't have to step on the switch. You can actually just keep flaming them over and over. But oh, I just stepped on the switch anyway.
The sun has gone out.
Come, Olympus. Come,
Olympus. With our lava fusion cauldron and 3 sun seeds.
Ooh.
But they keep burning out before we can get them in the pot.
Yo, like they've got no money in the pot, like. Sorry, God, I'm so thirsty and I can never talk properly when I'm thirsty.
Step on the switch to get a fresh sun seed and keep flaming it until you get it into the pot.
Wow, he's in a bit aggressive. Like, step on the switch to get a fresh sun seed. You just sounded a tad aggressive there, in my opinion, but get it into the pot. I mean, don't use that tone with me, bitch. Oh, has he got more to say? Actually,
If you can't keep up with the sun seed, remember, you can always hold down the square button to charge.
If you can't keep up with Sunseed. Oh, okay, I was just thinking he actually told us there. But by charge, I'm mistaken like charge for breath, because I thought, oh, so he actually already knows we can breathe fire in him without stepping on Sunseed, because he probably thinks, if you're too dumb enough to not know how to step on a switch, then go and flame him, so. Can you respond to charging as well, or is it just flaming him? Oh no, he could be charged as well. So there we go. So I think the first one jumps into the pot sooner than my flame. Yeah, you just have to make him go along this floor here and he jumps up. But the further you go along with these, the further the route they take. Like the second one like goes a bit further before eventually jumping in the pot, and then the third one takes a longer route, so it can be a bit harder to keep up with them the more they keep moving. But of course it's a bit easier like when you've played it so many times like I have, so then again that's making me sound a bit cocky, so hey! Oh, that music's just so funky, I love it. God, you look such a cool sun, isn't it? Like sun seeds. Like it's just all like, yeah, I'm just chilling here with my sunglasses. Like, what is this? Why does the sun need sunglasses? But, I used to always think the sun, like, in this game... Oh, shit! Steven, you're an idiot! Sorry. But I used to always think that the sun looked a bit like a peeled peach when I was younger. Like, the sun, like, it didn't look, the sun's seeds didn't look like... Oh, I'm just going to call them suns, because pretty much the sun seeds just look like a smaller version of the sun that it actually makes when you add them all to the pot. So if 3 seeds make 1 sun, and where's the logic in that? No! Okay, I really wish I never said I was good at this game now. Okay, I get it, Insomniac, I suck. Now make me do good now. Oh my god. I also used to think the lava looked like tomato soup when I was younger. Like, that little pool there that it jumps out of, I used to think that the pool of lava looked like a... Whoa! Sorry. Oh yeah, I'm using the analog stick. I always... Oh, okay, I'm gonna try it again. I've just noticed I was starting to use the analog stick and I suck at that. Like, I'm better using the directional buttons on the emulator. There we go. So I notice he's turning way too swayish. He's not just turning a little bit when I only want him to turn a little. Like, he's... Yeah, there we go. Don't know why I switched to analog. What the hell? Whoa, whoa, whoa. So... There we go. Oh, it didn't work. Sometimes if you do that fast enough, you can actually glide over to that ledge before it cuts to the cutscene. Now that's what I call a sun! Which makes a bigger peeled peach. But yeah, you can actually land on that ledge before that cutscene starts if you do it fast enough. Damn it, I just couldn't do it there.
Souvenir. I think it might be a dud, though.
I think it might be a dud, though. Lulu? Lulu. Like the fashion thingy. Fashion designer thing. 17 eggs, darling. There we go. Sorry, I just know Lulu from AbFab, but oh, so the cloud generator is working, and yes, it's raining, like I said, but oh, I just remembered the little wee path I have to do here, this trial. I used to find it hard when I was younger, and it's still a little hard now, but it's just not as tricky. But I remember that part could be a bit challenging, and why the hell did I do that? Oh, I missed a gem here. But oh, I just realised I forgot to do that little wee swirly that actually led us up to another portal challenge with the bells. That's it. Yeah, we had to flame all those little wee demon spirits to actually get an egg for making the cloud wake up, because the demon spirits were making him fall asleep or something like that. But oh yes, and there's also an egg thief. Is the first egg thief we'll encounter will be in this level, but depending on which level you're playing first, you might have decided to play Molten Crater first. But yeah, the egg thieves are back, and more consistently in this game. They're in a lot of levels in this game, but they only appeared in 1 level in Spyro 2, and they were in it quite often in Spyro 1. But the eggs only served the purpose of adding towards like game completion. They weren't really like dragon eggs in particular, like they didn't hatch. But yeah, that area, I forgot to do that. But this path, yeah, might as well do this first since we're here. But this path will lead us to another egg, and we just pretty much get this trail of flame spires, which I used to always find pretty difficult, this part, because it's quite easy to just fall and die here, and then it used to get quite annoying doing it over and over. But yeah, it's actually pretty easy now. Game, are you trying to make me look bad? So you have to say something looks easy, and then I get my butt flamed. What the hell? I think sometimes this egg can actually glitch out. I mean, sometimes it doesn't respond to you standing next to it, and it doesn't hatch. I'm pretty sure it's happened to me before, or it doesn't show its name or something. I remember this egg can be glitchy, but hang on. Yeah, good, it responded. Claire Divine from Homeworld. Cry Me. Oh, I was gonna say Cry Me Rainbow, but I was saying like or Zippy and George for Rainbow. And I'm making shit Rainbow references, sorry, but don't know if any of you know Zippy and George, but they're adorable. And Rainbow, that's what they're from. Yeah, I was just trying to think. I was just trying to think of that Rainbow reference, but yeah, they're from Rainbow. Sorry, I don't know why I just randomly said Rainbow there. I'm sorry, but I think that dragon was kind of relevant to the level, because he says, "I'll never see a rainbow again." Oh, little wee generator laddie, cloud generator head. I don't even know what they're called, cloud generator head laddies. You missed out on the rainbow that you were waiting on for so long. I saw it though. Ah, suckers. I saw that little magical dragon giving us a rainbow. But there we go, we got all the gems over there and got the egg. But now we can also get the egg. Oh, for God's sake, I thought I pulled off. We can also get the egg for doing that challenge. Not with the egg thief, with the spirits. And Spyro, are you trying to make me look like an idiot? I used to always think there was some way to get across this bridge here without paying money bags, but nah, there isn't. You have to pay them there. Unless you're very good at this game and you're good at hacks and getting your way through things, but I've never really figured out a way. I'm going to try and hack my way through this game as much as possible, like in terms of not paying money bags to do things, but I used to always worry about doing that when I was younger in case I got that note from Zoe saying like, "I'm sorry, Spyro, but you appear to be playing a hacked version of this game." And it turns out, yeah, it's just if you're playing a hacked version of the game that happens. And I don't know how the game can actually tell if it's hacked when you're playing it, because like it puts in glitches that makes the game impossible to complete, which I don't understand. How does the game know it's been hacked? I mean, the audio files of her saying that's actually in the actual game if you enable the cheats and you listen to audio logs, and yeah, you actually hear her say that you appear to be playing a hacked version of this game. I used to find that just very creepy, actually, how the game could figure that out. But there's actually a video of it on YouTube. Search Zoe copyright announcement or something like that. Just look it up. It's really weird. But I think you have to actually legally own the game in order to play an emulator or something like that. I don't know, but I think some people don't, so, like, you know, don't tell anyone if you don't have the game. Just say, like, oh yeah, I own it, so let me play on the emulator. Because I pretty much, like, I remember when I started doing, like, PS1 Let's Plays and I downloaded the emulator, to say the only thing you need to legally use this is actually own your own PS1 or own the game you're playing or something, I'm not sure, but it was just something like that, I can't remember what it was, but, yeah, we've got to challenge it. Oh, this should be the last of the gems here. Oh no, there's gems on the actual platform. Oh, I could have just flamed him there. Glitch out. Oh, yes, he glitched out, that was amazing, I didn't even have to chase him at all. Brian and Sophie, sorry, Brianne, sorry. But, yeah, the last of gems should be in this area, and if they're not, I've missed some, so there's gems of that bar up there. And it's actually possible to destroy pretty much all of these spirits, apart from one, without having to use the actual Superfly power-up, because you can just sort of keep gliding to each platform without the use of the power-up, and I think that's what we got all the gems, apart from the one in the centre here. Hope I haven't missed any. This level can be easy to miss gems in because it's such a twisty-turny level. But yes, that's all the gems, awesome. There you go. Like I said, you can actually, yeah. Yep, see, it's possible to actually get the spirits without actually getting the power up. Whoa! And I used to be scared with that bell noise, which I'm too. I know, I'm such a wimp, sorry. I know that quite a lot of people were scared of the weirdest things from games when younger, because I've seen people mention it in like Let's Plays of the game and that, so I know I'm not alone. So there we go, we got 5, or is it 4 out of 6? Yeah, I've got 5 out of 6 I believe, so the only one you actually do have to go through the power up to get is that one. But yeah, I'll actually talk to whatever this cloud guy is now, to actually hear him say our objective, even though it's clear.
We usually wake up our rain
Stratus.
at the crack of dawn, but these mischievous spirits are stopping our bells from ringing.
The ass crack of dawn, so... These mischievous spirits! You God, he sounded really butthurt there. It's like, we usually wake up our rain cloud at the ass crack of dawn. But these mischievous spirits! He just sounded so, like, annoyed there when he said that. I said annoying. It's not annoying, so... We just have to fight this last one, so... Don't need to worry about the lack of time to do it, because... we've already done pretty much all of it, so yeah, we've got that done in no time. Awesome. And this should be our last egg of the level. Oh my gosh, the bells of Notre Dame.
Just do that. It fell out of the belfry.
It fell out of the belfry to my eggs. But, oh, I just thought I'd give a shout out to Mr. Joseph if you happen to be watching this video, because I believe this is one of the only, I think this is the only Spyro game you ever played as a child, so I think, if you happen to be watching this video, hello! Because I know you'll probably be watching this one in comparison to others if you're not wanting to have the level spoiled for you if you're doing your Let's Plays at some point. But also, as usual, shout out to Spyro557 if you're watching this too, and a shout out to Sky Hurricane89, and possibly Footless to 20005 if you happen to be watching this too. I believe that's level completed now, is it? I'm just gonna double check because I keep not looking. But oh yes, that's Cloud Spires defeated too. God, these levels feel so much faster when you go up in. Oh my god. Look at that Tiki guy's icon. He looks so goofy. He's like, Ugh. But yeah, next we're going to do Molten Crater, Molten Crater, Molten Crater, Molten Crater, Molten Crater. Next, sorry, but that's just complete Cloud Spires instead of Cathedral Spires. I remember, like, when I used to play as I was younger, I think I played this game after I started playing MediEvil, and I used to think, oh my god, there's a level that's got Spires in the title, MediEvil 2, when I was younger. When I played Cloud Spires, I was thinking, oh, is this going to be anything like Cathedral Spires? But yeah, I think we've got 20 eggs now, so we're 10 over the limit for getting in here now. But guys, I'll just be back in a moment. I'm just going to get a glass of water because I am supremely thirsty. I'll be RB. Right guys, I'm back, and I think I actually just should have mentioned that, yeah, I am intending to do a whole Homeworld per part, because I think you're probably noticing, like, well, god, is this part ever going to end, because I've already played, like, 2 levels, yeah. As I did with, Spyro Tiki with the Glimmer, yeah, I'm going to do a whole Homeworld per part, but yes, we're going to go on to Molten Crater now, which is one of the levels I remember a lot from when I was younger, because this was one of the levels that were on the demo I had. They made a final couple adjustments to the last version, like repositioning of gems and such, and the flowers that are in the level look a bit different as well, and also the music was Fireworks Factory that went to this level in the demo version, so I used to actually be scared of this level because I used to be scared of Fireworks Factory soundtrack. But let's just see if any of these will happen to give us some new life. Nah, wishful thinking. But I just like how 3D that egg looks just hovering over that door. I remember I used to be so fascinated by just how 3D this all looks in that 10, and I just like how you could walk through the Seashell Shore portal as well. Like, hang on. I don't know which to do first actually. I might get Seashell Shore out of the way because as much as I do like all the levels, I just have some that I favour over others. I kind of prefer Molten Crater to Seashell Shore, so I wonder if I'll do Seashell Shore first. I'll see if the Speedway is playable yet. I might do the Speedway first if it's opened up. Oh, the Speedway is playable now. Okay, we'll do that now, because I like to get the Speedways out of the way. Sorry. But, if this is genuinely the greatest version, it won't have Harbour Speedway soundtrack. Yep, see? It's got its own exclusive soundtrack. There are 2 flying challenges. It's the butterflies. See, like in the previous Spyro game, when we did a Speedway, the Speedway just sort of automatically started, and we had like a little one-line level who gave us like a little mission to do. We would do the time attack where we just sort of went like through. We had 4 obstacles, one which is like to go through rings, then destroy one of this thing, that and the other. It's kind of the same objective from this as well, and we also get like a race. But I don't think we got a race in Spyro 2. But yeah, we do races in this one too, and we also get a hidden hunter trial as well. And we also have Sparks telling us what to do at the start of each Speedway as well. And he talks this one, he doesn't actually give us a little wee introduction in Spyro 2, so yeah, let's just get into that now. Which challenge would you like to play? I remember the Speedways used to frustrate me when I was younger. Start with the rings, then all of the dandelions, spiders, and save the butterflies to last. But it's I always remember how he said that. It's not the fastest way, but it's the easiest. I remember the races level could be a bit daunting, because I used to find the racing the butterflies a bit annoying in this level. Considering this is only the first Speedway in the game, I used to find the Speedway quite hard. And the Hunter Challenge, you can actually fail at that immediately, because as soon as you start a challenge, you actually have to dodge an attack straight away. Oh shit, what on earth am I doing? God's sake. Completely ignored all those dandelions. I'm too busy yapping away, guys, sorry. But yeah, as I'm playing the greatest hits version of the game, it's not got Harbour Speedway soundtrack going to every level, because in the PAL version soundtrack, the soundtrack goes to Harbour Speedway. It's a pretty cool soundtrack, but it's nice to hear like the soundtrack goes exclusively to every Speedway, because I actually like Honeycomb Speedway's exclusive soundtrack, with instead of just hearing wow 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 over and over. But not that I'm saying it's a bad thing here over and over, but it just feels a lot more empty and bland, the PAL version, whereas I like how every level in the NTSC version, Greatest Hits, actually provides more variety of soundtracks. And yeah, I know I fucked this up, God's sake, because I just stupidly missed those first few dandelions. God's sake, Spyro, can you not just make one mistake without... Oh, seriously? Oh, I'm pretty sure that was the last butterfly, wasn't it? Oh, well, let's try again. I noticed that the rings actually have a gem hovering inside them in this version. Well, obviously not now, but I remember in Spyro 2, it just had a number of how much seconds you gained from going through the ring. But you still got a gem, but it just never showed you collecting it. Whereas in this game, it actually shows you collecting the gems you get for destroying each item or going through the rings. And they didn't do that with Spyro 1 either, it's just something they did new in this game. But, that makes such a great noise, mate, I love it. But in every one of these levels, Hunter is usually hiding behind something. But he's quite seeable in Honeycomb Speedway, I remember. Like, you just start seeing him standing, like, on a ledge, and I'm like, oh, right, he's just right there. But he sort of hides behind a mushroom in this one. I remember I used to be quite scared of... I'm scared of everything, I know. I used to be quite scared of those spiders screaming when younger, because they sounded like they were in agony or something. Like, I used to always find it funny, though, how they would go, because I just think they made funny noises, and like, since when have Fireflies ever sounded like that? But I was just saying, I've got 400 gems already, but I think, yeah, of course, Speedway, you always get 400 gems every time you've completed Time Attack, I think it's called. So, Race the Butterflies, next challenge we're going to do now. So we get 3 eggs in Speedways as well. So I think I mentioned that already earlier in the game. Sparks. They awarded you this egg. Oh, I might mention something in part 3 when I'm playing Evening Lake. Something you have to do. Like you have to play levels in a particular order to avoid backtracking in that homeworld. Because I'll plainly get onto it. But oh god, I just sound like a shouted. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, Time Attack. That was Time Attack. So we're going to do Race the Butterflies now. You're going to race the butterflies. All the green checkpoints in order. The red dots will lead the way. So this Speedway style was very similar in Spyro 4, except there was no extra hunter mission in each level. You pretty much just got 2 dragonflies for Speedway. So you got the race with a certain set of characters, like I think it was genies on one level in Spyro 4, and there was Rip Talks, you had to race the Rip Talks, something like that. And you also got like the Time Attack, so it's pretty much the same sort of layout of Speedway in Spyro 4, except you didn't get the extra hunter mission, the extra Spyro mission, for God's sake. Like, you never play Spyro in Spyro. That's pretty much what I was just saying there. Stupid ass Steven. Right, let's see. Well, I have been a tad unfortunate tonight, but I've noticed that a lot of time when I've been saying things to usually take me a few attempts to do, I've actually been doing them in the first attempt tonight. So let's hope that I actually do this race in one attempt, because usually this could take me a few attempts, because I might sort of swerve past a ring or something. I'm pretty sure in this game, maybe I'm wrong, but if you graze past a hoop, you can actually swerve back to go back through it. Whereas in Spyro 4 they're a lot less forgiving. If you go slightly past a ring, you just have to restart all over again. You have to restart that whole laggy long race again. But I'm pretty sure if you go past the ring this, you get the opportunity to actually swerve back to go back through it. But it just reduces your chance of winning, because you literally have to not fail whatsoever in these speedways in order to actually come first place. You have to miss like you can only miss like 1 or 2 speed boosts in order to actually stand a chance of winning. So the game can be quite harsh in times. Maybe not so much at the start, but I remember like in later on speedways they can deliberately make them harder. Not so much in this game. I think the difficulty of speedways sort of stayed the same throughout. But I remember in Spyro 2 they definitely got more difficult as we went along, because I remember like later on like the speedways like Icy Speedway and Canyon Speedway could be pretty damn hard. Like I saw you playing Canyon Speedway Spyro, so 5 out of 7. Thanks for like all the little wee techniques you're showing me on how you can do it like easier and faster, because I've just always had trouble with Canyon Speedway. That's always been my least favourite speedway in Spyro 2. But oh god, yes, in first place and on lap 3. So can we do this in the first attempt? Please don't miss a ring. And yes, yeah, every time you're on your final lap, you always see like 2's always holding up a finish flag at the end of the final ring. Like, you won. Your best time. Your time. Oh, sorry. Your best time. Do you get a skill point for being your best time? No, I don't think you do. I'll probably backtrack for any skill points I missed in the game, like I did with Spyro 2. You won first Prezi. John. What's that, my love? John. What's that, my love? John. What's that, my love? What's that, my love? Sorry. John. What's that, my love? John. What's that, my love? John. What's that, my love? Sorry. Okay, which challenge would I like to play? I wouldn't like to play. Oh no, you have to say you want to do a time attack so that you can actually be in the level in order to find Hunter. Because if you say you don't want to do anything, you'll just leave the level. It's almost like the game doesn't want you to find everything. You don't need to give me instructions when I'm not doing it. So yeah, we'll just sort of turn this way, because this way is a bit faster, I think. Because you can just sort of work your way behind here, and then Hunter will just be around the corner. It's like the quickest route to get to him. So yeah, here we go. He's just hiding behind this mushroom for some reason, because he wants to be a little shy and make us hard to find him. He's playing hard to find instead of hard to get. Cunter. Sorry.
Out of nowhere and started blasting up the race course.
So what do you want me to do about it?
Looks like I'll have to hop in my plane and teach him some manners.
Yeah, you do that, and I'll sort of sit here and chill. Which I will, actually, because for once Hunter does his own mission.
Look out, sheep! Here I come!
But still, technically also controls him, so Hunter still annoys me, because he always gives us missions I don't want to do. So Okay, it's not. See what I mean? Like I mentioned earlier, you can actually fail that mission literally as soon as you've started it, because if you actually don't turn as soon as you start there, like within a second, if you just keep moving forward, that beam that UFO blasted out will just hit you, and you'll have lost like within a second of starting this mission. And I lost there. Actually, can I just show you what I mean? Like, hang on, I'm not going to move, and just show you how easy it is to lose this challenge. Okay, I'm not going to move. Like, there we go. You can just die straight away. So imagine if you just decided to just go forward for a second. So I just wanted to demonstrate to you, it's easy to die that part. So you literally have to move as soon as you start. Here I come. I could have sworn I actually hit you sooner. Maybe because when I was younger it felt like it hit me sooner, but yeah, you do actually get plenty of time to swerve it. Come think of it. I'm pretty sure that that one that actually hit me down earlier didn't actually hit me. So what the hell was up with that? Wow, wow, wow. Oh, sorry. Oh, I thought I got him. No! I keep forgetting the soundtracks like this in comparison to PAL version, because I don't remember these ones as well, but I think this one... See, I can never remember them until I hear them again. I'm like, oh yes, I recognize that soundtrack. But I remember the one from... The only one I can remember is the Honeycomb Speedway one. It goes like... Dun 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 dun. And of course, Harbour Speedway, because I went to all the speedways in the version I own. The down 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 wow wow one. But I can't remember country speedways actually. I might recognize it when I hear it. But that's what I was meaning. I don't recognize the soundtrack until I hear it, because it's one I don't hear as often as others. But very cool soundtrack, this one. Oh, which one am I missing? Don't sneak up on me, you little bitch. Oh, there he is. Like, oh, I thought I got him. There we go. One more. Oh, oh, yes, got him. Awesome. So we're gonna get the egg now. That wasn't too hard. Just a little bit annoying. Squad. C2S scan authorized. You can search for a suspect now. So tater. Lately, I was just calling potatoes taters. Funnily enough, mashed taters. It's only because my friend Alex is over and she's American, and I just every time like she has like potatoes, because she got off and buys them potatoes, instant mash stuff, and I'm like, here's your taters, Alex. But which challenge would you like to play? I would like to play none. I'm done with this Speedway. We'll come back never. But saving. Remove your memory card. See, I've seen a lot of people who play this game on the emulator tend to have this error that pops up saying error saving could not be completed, but yet they still manage to actually continue future parts. So is that just like a glitch that just shows you can't save, but you actually can save the game? Or is it because you use oh yeah, it's probably because you use save states. Yeah, I never thought of that. I can't think of it. But yeah, I never seem to get that error. But I've noticed a lot of people who use emulators tend to have that error, so that's quite weird. But yeah, we're going to save Molten Crater last, because it's my favourite level in this Homeworld, so we'll do Seashell Shore now. This is actually a pretty cool level, but it's just got the odd annoying challenge in it that I just want to get out of the way.
Yay! My portal is working.
Snappy, the seal.
I'll see you at the beach.
I've already had a bit of practice with this level recently, because I played the demo of this level, which pretty much plays it exactly the same way. It's like, it's not restricted or shortened in any way. But I'll see you at the beach. There we go. Oh, I was gonna say, do I ever see a skybox in Seashell Shore? But yeah, funnily enough, we spend about half the level outside, so what am I on about? Oh, I'm so glad I went to get a glass of water during this let's play, because I was getting really thirsty. Oh, we started up under the ground. And yeah, this soundtrack actually plays to Crystal Islands, which I actually think is surprisingly fitting. I think this soundtrack actually does fit Crystal Islands very well in the PAL version. But yeah, the soundtrack that plays to the skate park and Enchanted Towers in the Great Sets version played to this level in the demo, which is what I always remember the most.
My friend
Sebastian, the seal.
Submarine, and then they took it for a joyride.
Sebastian from Little Britain.
And then they smashed it into a big pile of rocks. Oddly enough, the Rhinox failed to see the humor in the story and stuffed my friends in the
jail behind you. I just realised I've made 2 Little Britain references within like 10 minutes. Like the whole John dragon, I made that Murder Dolls reference, and Sebastian Love, was that his name? Sebastian Love. I think that's his name stuff from Little Britain. But yeah, getting off the topic here. So like Rhinox. Oh, we had a dragon egg for you, but something like that. Yeah, pretty much the. His friends crashed the Rhinox submarine, and now the Rhinox are pissed off. So they kind of have every right to be mad at us, to be honest. But yeah, we still have to help them anyway, you know, for sake of level completion and such. And I actually never noticed this when I was younger. This is actually something I only literally just noticed when I was doing my demo the other day. That you actually see the submarine right there. It's crashed right into this pile of rocks. It doesn't look like a pile of rocks. So what's he on about? But that's the Rhinox submarine. There's quite a few underwater levels in this game. No, actually no, there was some underwater levels in Spyro 2 as well. It's more ice levels I'm thinking of from this game. There wasn't many ice moments apart from in Colossus, the actual skating rink, and the small part with the Ox in Metropolis. But in this game there's a lot more actual ice skating moments, but this isn't one of those levels, so I don't know what about that. And there's a skill point in this level, come think of that, I think. And oh, this level is so trippy. You know, I was mentioning it, there's a lot less actually baby soundtracks in this game. Yeah, this level's pretty soundtrack. It's pretty catchy and uplifting, and it kind of fits the level very well. It does sound like a very seaside sort of soundtrack. And sorry about that momentarily lag. I don't know. Oh, I don't even need him. What am I on about? I think there's a life in here. Get a life. Get a blue butterfly. Sounds like some sort of advert of some kind. So yeah, there's actually a skill point and stuff. What's up with the lag? Come on. I had to stop recording for a second, I know it's working again. But, what was I going to say? Thanks a lot, game, for starting me. Yeah, there's this. Oh, yeah, there's a skill point in this level for. It's a very weird one. You have to sort of swim through a tunnel at the same time as charging this duck that's in the tunnel. And if you charge the duck while charging through the tunnel, you get a skill point. Not one of the weirdest ones in the game, though. There's a very weird one in Haunted Tomb, which I'll get to later. But whoops, didn't do that. I think she talks here, does she? Yeah.
If you want a quick summary of your progress in a world, you can press the select button to open the atlas page for the world you are in.
Gosh, I kind of prefer Enter Dragonfly in terms that you don't speak as much. But literally, you see her all the time in World 1 in this game. But I think after that point, you don't really see her as much in the game. Why is this level lagging so much to others? In comparison to others? But yeah, let's not let that distract us. So it lags a little bit, I don't really care. But yeah, I used to think those things looked like popcorn when I was younger. I don't even know what they are. I think they're shells, but I used to think they looked a lot like popcorn when I was younger. But yeah, some of them just have a gem inside them, and some of them have Rhinox hiding inside them. It's not really noticeable at first until you actually sort of see like the little Rhinox legs showing up, and you actually see them walking around underneath the actual shell. And you usually just tend to do that when your back's turned, but usually if you walk like near them, they tend to sort of like be seeable. Like I can't explain it very well, but oh, there's a pretty cool stun I actually never forgot to do when I was there. Hang on. If you can get this angle right, you can sort of charge into the water, hitting this Rhinox at the same time as getting the egg. Like, hang on. Just sort of charge in into the water. Hang on. Let's see if this camera angle right. There we go. Jason Derulo. Oh, it's not like Aquaria Towers that you actually, you can't actually burn all the seaweed. But I'm not sure. I used to think that you could actually access these little holes, but you actually can. Like they're just like weird shells. I like the detail of this level though. It's very well detailed. Like you get all these little wee like underwater sort of features, like that shell down there, the seaweed. It just looks very nice underwater in this game. I think it's a very well detailed level. I think it's yeah, it's definitely unique, I think, to this Spyro game. And it definitely is a Seashell Shore, because it's very shell-like. I mean, you see all these little shell archways and everything, and whoa! And Sailor Rhinox! You can pretty much just you can defeat them by charging the barrels they throw at you back at them, or you can just still flame them while dodging their barrels. They do the barrel roll, but yeah, I still think there was some sort of thing you could get when you're younger to shrink Spyro to actually swim inside those little holes, but you obviously can't. Whoa! Sorry. Down, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. But this level is alright all in all, but some of the actual portal challenges are a bit of a pain in the arse, and I find them getting quite frustrating in the game. But yeah, I already played this level quite recently. I've had a bit of practice at it since I actually did it on the demo, so I'm not as rusty as I might have been with some other levels. And ooh, I used to always think those Rhinox looked a bit naked. I don't know why. There's just something about those Rhinox that looked like they were in their starkers or something, like they weren't wearing any clothes. I usually start thinking about those Rhinox. They looked rather naked in comparison to other ones. Oh, I didn't get that one. Yeah, I noticed that one was walking about underneath. But like, it's a very seaside themed level. I mean, I like how every level has Rhinox that fit the theme level, like these sailor ones, and the little miniature ones out with a bucket and spade, because they're like the adult ones, and the small ones are playing the role of like children, like these Rhinox, so they're out with a bucket and spade. Is this one a Rhinox? Oh, it is! Okay, so I'm trying to destroy the popcorn. There we go. Piece of this crystal popcorn. It probably is popcorn, knowing Spyro. But I know this is not the way to do it, but I just wanted to show off. I was almost going to say I just wanted to show off and fail, because I actually thought it was going to fall there, but I didn't, luckily. So. Oh yeah, and there's the Sheila segment in this level. Her segment in this level is not that hard, so that's pretty cool. Oh, I went right through him. I clearly charged you. Oh yes, you never hit me. Cool. Oh. Dear Dragon, if you're looking for that kangaroo, I'm afraid it's not available. Ever! Yeah, joke's on you, you dumb bitch. She technically will be classed as not available in this gameplay because I didn't free them. So, I wonder if we'll get a bad ending for that, I'm not actually sure.
Oh, hi, Spyro. Some of my seal friends are trying to take down a rhinoc.
Oh no, come think of it, you have to
I'm about
unlock
to go
more.
and lend a foot. I love the smell of singed rhinoc in the morning.
Singed rhinoc. But yeah, you have to free all these little allies that are in each world, like, because they contribute towards helping build this thing that helps you go into the next world. So if we weren't to like, play as Sheila or anything at any point, we wouldn't be able to progress in the next world. So of course, we'd have to free them no matter what. So I love this smell of singed rhinoc in the morning. I always remember that line very much. For some reason, that line always made me want eggs. I don't know why. But dun, dun. Oh, it's a sense of oppression. What's it? Oppression? What the hell? But this area kind of reminds me a little bit. It's scorched just because it's all sandy. Oh. Dun, dun, dun. I somehow never remembered this part much when I was younger. I do remember it, but well, from not too long ago, but I never remembered playing this part as well when I was younger. Actually, not as bullshit, because I do actually remember it, because I remember the odd line, like, our beach is your beach, and that. And, oh, I just saw the gems reach 2016 there, but then it shot up past it, and I was like, oh no, it's no longer 2016 anymore. Jared! Oh, he wasn't very creative, that one. He was like, there we go, bye. I've got 25 eggs now. Really getting along. Like, we're gonna blow it to smithereens! I just remember him saying it here, but I can't remember everything it says here, actually.
Hi, Sheila. The Rhinocs have built a fortress on our beach, and we're gonna blow it to smithereens.
I don't know.
We just need you to take out all the turrets for us.
Turrets.
We're lighting the bomb now. Just make sure to stop all those turrets before the fuse runs out, okay?
I even remember saying when I was playing Spyro 4 when they mentioned like turrets in Monkey Monastery, I was thinking every time I hear turrets I always think at this level because I didn't know what turrets was until I played this game, so I always remember the seals saying the turrets and everything. So that was snappy to say. Oh, that was the seal that was outside the portal at the Sunshine Springs home. So hello, glad to meet you again. He says I'll see you at the beach, so technically he does, and I just realised you can actually hurt the seals because you can actually hurt other NPCs in this game, but no, you can't hurt the seals. I didn't just realise that, I just forgot that's all, because I actually remember you can hurt the seals. Oh, quite a bit annoying. But you can actually destroy these just by hitting the little parts at the side where you're supposed to be able to. There we go. You don't actually have to go right on top of these little cannons, you can actually just hit the cannon nozzle itself. There we go. Oh. I think this part, I can't remember, I think I found this part harder in the demo version, I can't remember, but oh. I got the gems afterwards, just tried this in time. It's quite annoying if they hit you in your middle of like a headback, well, stomping those turrets, but half the time they don't hit you in time. There we go. There we go. I almost thought that one was gonna hit me. I always swear, like, it felt like it was a huge route we did there when we were going all the way around the fortress to destroy the turrets and get the gems, but now it actually feels like such a small area when you get the gems just now because you don't feel like you actually travel around the whole circle that much.
I can't believe I survived
Sorry,
that
Mummy.
blast. It's a good thing I kept this egg nice
It's
and safe
in my pocket. Yeah, it's just how convenient you survived the blast. Like, oh, I survived the blast. Oh, wow, brilliant. I always remembered in particular when I was younger, he doesn't say pocket, but it says nice and safe in my pack. He says it like pack. I never heard the it part when he said pocket. Sugar. I missed gems. Where are they? Did I get them all? I'm pretty sure I sort of went through it fast. I didn't get all the gems. Oh, what's it done? So yeah, he's not got anything more to say. But yeah, I always remembered you couldn't kick the seals in this game for some reason. Die. But yeah, I don't got more to say. One of them says, stay to get a 10 if you like, and the other one says, our beach is your beach. Yeah, there we go. And instead against Shell Bras, they've got a shell tie.
Our beach is your beach.
Oh, they're cute little guys. They're so adorable. Actually, no, we could just go to exit area instead of dragging your slow ass to the portal, Sheila. So, because she's just so slow to move. But so yeah, there's actually a little hidden area up here. Well, not hidden, but it's just very easily not seeable. This little glide here with all the gems up this stairs. She's still got something else to say here, I think, Zoe. Yeah.
You can hover to get more distance when gliding. Just press the triangle button at the end of your glide.
No! Good job. Why do you only tell me this now? Do you not think I actually would have managed to get up to this point without it? God, why can't they just tell you everything in the Homeworld? Makes more sense. Because it's likely you're going to try and complete the Homeworld before branching on to other levels, so they might as well just tell you all the things you need to know in the Homeworld instead of like giving you a bit of information in the levels which you probably figured out by yourself anyhow. So it's just funny seeing Spyro's goofy look in his face and he's like, huh? Huh? Oh yeah, never you're not playing long enough, he tends to like look from the side to side and look behind you saying, well, are you going to do anything or what? So oh. So yeah, the ground in this beach actually reminds me a lot in salmon. It has a rather salmon colour about it. It's salmony. Salmonilla. So, oh gosh, Blue the Rhino. For fuck's sake, I hate that challenge. But I particularly hate the water tunnel challenge, but I always remember it being much harder than it actually has been for me the past few times, because you may have noticed in my demo, it only took me like 2 attempts to do the water tunnel challenge, but hopefully I could do this in 1 attempt this time. But, oh, whoops. Oh, damn it. I thought I was doing well not getting hit in this level. I was doing well dodging everything. Oh no, I got hit 2 times in a row, so it's like, as soon as I'm unlucky once, it's an unlucky frenzy, so. A lot of red gems right here. It just shows us it's like a bigger level, because I have to spin out the gems a bit more. Dun, dun, oh, dun, dun, dun. Is that yeah, I thought so. I don't know what they're called. The things. The, octopus! The octopi, that's it. I was trying to remember what they're called. Yeah, they come back in Crystal Islands. But, pretty sure the sound effects come back in, Spyro 4 as well, with underwater Rhinox in Luau Island. But, see, that looks like caramel popcorn. I used to always think these shells look like popcorn. That just looks like caramel popcorn. God, what the hell? But, oh yes, and I'm just going to show you how to get a skill point for gliding through this hole, and hopefully the duck will be under here. If he's not, you just have pretty much to keep following him. There we go. So he's still not in the tunnel, you pretty much just have to keep charging after him without stopping once you've gone through the tunnel, and once you've gotten him you get skill points. Here we go, get skill points. It's a very weird one, but it's a very missable one, so it's a very well hidden one. I think I've got the gems around here, I'm not sure. We'll do the super high fluidity tunnel thing right now. I can't remember exactly what it's called. I just remember it's part of the title, it's just called Fluidity Tunnel. I remember that. So I remember this part used to really annoy me when I was younger, because whenever I got to this part I was just thinking, oh god, I'm never going to get past it, I'm never going to get past it, this part's too hard, it's too repetitive. But I remember the one in Dynamines was exceptionally hard in comparison to this one, and you also get a skill point at, oh my god, am I even going to get that skill point? But hold on, we'll get to it now.
We had a dragon egg for you.
Sandy.
We used it to test our ultra high-speed super fluidity tunnel. The good news is that it made it to the end of the tunnel without a scratch.
Without a scratch.
The bad news is that there's no way to get it back out now.
Oh, well, let me guess, other than me going in to get it.
The tunnel is chock full of Rhinox and floating
Chocolate.
lines.
Chocolate.
The only way to retrieve that egg is to defeat every single Rhinox in the tunnel.
Oh, really? Could I not just sort of swim past them? What the hell? But I remember, just because of how often I lost it as a younger, I just always remember the sound effects whenever you swim past a Rhino, because I used to swim past them so much, and oh, yep, like that sound effect there, the sound effect. Now I failed at this twice in my demo. I hope I don't fail too much in my Let's Play. Ooh, just okay, I'm trying not to do too much, because you have to sort of avoid the mines at the same time as not. You have to like not get hit by the mines at the same time as make sure you do hit these Rhinox. So, oh, so close! Come on, go! No, it's the last one! What the fuck? Hello, Dave! Sorry, God, I turned so evil there. Sorry, I got so pissed off. My head literally felt like I was going to explode there with anger because I got so close to him. But at least it's not a very long tunnel, but it's just because I was so lucky there, and I'm like, I might not be so lucky with future parts like that. I wasn't so lucky there. What the hell? God's sake. Oh, well, that wasn't lucky at all. Come on, Stephen, get your shit together. Get sick of here and you go, ha ha ha. Door. Yeah, that sound effect's actually quite nostalgic as well, the or. Is it me? Oh, fuck you. I'm like, I was just saying fuck you there. I'm sorry, like to you, but like I'm not joking. But I didn't mean you. Oh, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Sorry. But is it just me who gets nostalgic just over sound effects from video games? Because I always remember certain noises from video games, like I mentioned there, the sound effects and the door sounds, and the sounds of the gems being picked up as well, and particularly in this level and Molten Crater, I get nostalgic over sound effects. But sorry, I'm sort of babbling because I'm just trying to distract him, sorry, but hopefully you get what I mean. Just get him. Yes, there we go. Only took a few attempts, and it wasn't too long. So.
Good fluid dynamic characteristics.
From now on, all of our
of our
submarines will be egg-shaped. Will be ovary shaped. Okay, what the hell am I on about? There we go. So. Duke of Hazard. What was so special about that one? Just sneezed. What on earth? Is he got more to say? Not a lot of the NPCs in this level have a lot of extra dialogue, apart from the ones in Sheila's area. Actually, I never actually happened to notice that the one at the beginning level had extra dialogue. I never really looked. But yeah, we'll complete the level actually after I've done Blue the Rhinoc. And actually, I actually have a lot of memories. Actually, I have a terrible habit of saying two of the same words in one sentence. But when I was younger, I always remembered. Well, no, I remember from when I was younger how often I heard Blue the Rhinoc because I failed at that challenge a lot as well when I was younger. I used to fail at a lot of challenges in this game, but it got a bit easier as I got older. Like the Hovercraft Championship challenge from Haunted Tomb. Oh my god, that was a nightmare when I was younger. But it's not even that bad now. But it's only nerve-wracking because you actually lose a life every time you fail, so you can actually get game over from losing it often enough. But yeah, here we go. Blue the Rhinoc has challenged us to a naval battle. If we win, we get the egg he's guarding. If we lose, we have to spend another month in KPs, something like that.
Pluto the Rhinoc has challenged us to a naval battle. Our speedboat
Oh, sorry, I
versus
skipped that
his
line.
nuclear shark submarine. If we win, we get the dragon egg he's guarding.
No, I get the
If
dragon
we
egg he's
lose,
guarding, more like.
we have to spend a month
man.
in KP.
We have to spend a month in KP nuts. So, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to smelt that seal. Sorry.
What do you say? Do you want to take on Pluto?
No, but I want the egg. Yeehaw! You gotta be kidding me. That's what I want to say. But say yeehaw. Let's do it.
Good luck. Just remember.
Stay away from the sharp end. Oh, oh, what does it? Oh, there. That sounds weird. But yeah, we get gems for destroying him. So yeah, we'll have to destroy this. We don't actually have to destroy them right now. We can just flame them later on. Challenge, but YOLO. So he can be very annoying right now because sometimes he's very hard to avoid because sometimes it feels like you just keep like running and running and yeah, particularly then. That's what I mean. Whenever he's staying still and fires out a torpedo, it sort of homes in on you and it's almost like unavoidable, like entirely. It's almost like you cannot dodge his torpedoes. I'm just trying to get enough torpedoes so that I can just fire a lot of them at once when he's still. Okay, oh, there we go. When he's trying to collect his own, just keep firing at him. Oh gosh, maybe I should have been a bit further away from him. Oh god. Oh! Yeah, this definitely gave me a lot of grief when I was younger as part, and it still kind of does now, I think. So I think even in my demo it took me a couple of attempts to do this, and I'm missing him! No. Imagine if, like, in Spyro 2, you got skill points for actually defeating these bosses without losing any health. I don't even know if that is the case. Like, see, it's just impossible! How are you meant to do that? I just can! Like in Spyro 2... Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Please. Oh, okay. I'll just destroy him. Don't give him a chance. Oh god. But, yeah, I remember Spyro 2, you get a skill point every time you defeat an enemy without ever hurting yourself. And I can't remember if that's the case in this game, but if it is, could you comment down below letting me know? Because I was trying to get every skill point in the game and I don't know where they all are. Actually, no! I could look up on the wiki. It might be on there. But if you want, you can still tell me if I happen to forget to look on the wiki. But, yes! Did it! First attempt. Didn't die. Oh.
Wow!
Oh, I'm doing much better at this game than I did when I was younger.
You got a lot of
Oh god, your eyes are so
talent
dark
for
blue.
purple.
Lovely.
I hope this egg was worth all the trouble.
That's very racist, you bitch. Call me dumb just because I'm purple, and I'm not actually purple. I'm purple. Can't think of it, but I remember on my old emulator, like for some reason, the textures I had at the time, Spyro looked more grey than purple. I was like, I'm actually not purple. I'm a grey dragon. So, Jackie Chan. Oh no, I can't be a male Jackie because it's got like a pink bow, and that's very sexist to me. No, boys can wear pink if they want, but sorry. I should just go above my head there because I'm still sounding just as prejudging. We're saying that, but yeah, but guess you already know what kind of guy I am. I wouldn't judge people like that. So, oh no, oh there's a gem down here. I heard to the mist. I could have sworn I went right all around this area, and oh yeah, I forgot. Of course, I don't have any sparks, so I have to walk right into the gems I'm wanting. Oh, is this actually the same skybox as in Sunny Beach? It looks very similar. Looks a lot like the one from Sunny Beach. This one sounds a lot more Hawaiian though, whereas one from Seashell, I actually don't know. This sounds a lot more like a Cam sort of Sunny soundtrack, because this still sounds like a very beach-like tune, but the one from Sunny Beach also does, but it's a lot more upbeat, which is weird. why it's weird, I don't know why. I'm just weird. I'm weird to find stuff weird, so I think this is not the last of the gems in the level, so I'm not going to get butthurt if it turns out I've got all the gems here and it's not the level complete, because I still have to get more gems in the levels, so I can start getting annoyed if I get to the end of the level and get all the gems and still don't have them all. But yeah, we'll just exit area now. See, it was actually just making our way all the way over to the portal to help us exit the level. There we go underneath. And we'll go through the caramel popcorn. We'll actually need to get some health so that it's easier to pick up gems. I believe, we play as Sparks actually 4 times in the game. Like, we have 4 Sparks levels, and every time we complete a Sparks level we unlock a new ability, and one is to actually pick up gems that are further away from you, but it doesn't make that much difference. Pretty much they only have to be like a fraction more ahead of you than they were before to actually pick them up. But I'm pretty sure Spyro 557 said that if you complete the game without completing any of the Winter Tundra levels, you just go straight to defeating Ripto, you actually it's actually easier to pick up gems that you've missed in previous levels in the game, because Sparks automatically just picks up any that are nearby. Yes! Oh, what? I got a skill point again? Why did I say yes? I wasn't even trying to get a skill point. I was trying to get health, but I'm not complaining. Getting a skill point twice. Awesome. But did it count it twice? I'm not actually sure. Usually if you get a skill point once, you don't get it again. Oh, look at him, that stupid octopus. He's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna stand here like an idiot. It's like, hit me, bitch! So, Stanley the seal. Oh my god, it'd been so funny if there was another one called Laurel the seal. But my plan worked. Now I can free my friends. There we go. Our beach is your beach. Imagine we said that again.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. One of the Rhinox had this egg in his lunchbox.
Oh, you're making me hungry. Shut up. But I always remember that line well enough. Like, this egg in his lunchbox. Gonna be oh, so one of your friends is actually going against what I'm trying to fight for. You're trying to do exactly the same as the sorceress is doing. Come think of it. Destroy the dragons, but smash them and smush them and tear them and increase them. I can't remember exactly what it says. And yes, we got the gems. Awesome. But I remember it turns out she doesn't just want the dragons. She just wants to clip their wings and then sort of just get rid of the dragons. But oh, I was gonna go to start level to see if the Sebastian seal had more to say other than what he gives at the start. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's seals. Yeah, there is. In the demo version, they didn't add the extra seals at the level that you could talk to. Like, they're quite reckless.
I can't wait until the Rhinox build a new submarine. Next time it's my turn to drive.
Yes, I quoted that in my demo when I was playing. I was like saying, I can't wait till the Rhinox build a new submarine. Next time it's my turn to drive. But yeah, they weren't in the demo version. Like, I saw them back to the level after completing it, and yeah, you don't see these extra seals just sort of sitting around the level like they are right now. But, oh, there's another one. If you play back to the level, you see all the seals standing at the level that you can talk to.
Driving that submarine was a blast.
Sal the seal.
Next time we're gonna borrow the Rhinox speedboat.
Gosh, you just love causing trouble, don't you? You just want me to keep helping your little wee village, or yeah, underwater village, when you could just like sort it yourselves. You're getting yourselves in this mess. So okay, we'll catch up to them again. I didn't actually know what that one's name was, but yeah, there must have been the 3 seals that we saved. So there must be one more seal on the level. Oh, bollocks. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. I've never felt so sorry. But the last one must be not here. Okay. Where's the last one? There's 2 of them. There's 3 of them. Sorry, I'm gonna say sorry. There should be 3 seals in the level. There's one hiding up here. Oh, there he is.
We never would have crashed that
Stew with the
submarine
seal.
if Sal hadn't tried that handbrake U-turn during an inverted barrel roll.
They sound younger than the rest of the seals in the level. Like, not by their voice, but the attitude in which they're speaking. They sound like they're talking like, it's not my fault that I crashed a submarine. They sound a lot more childlike than the other seals we've spoken to in the level. But do the barrel roll. But yes, do the seal. But I technically that's the level done, guys. But I was actually going to buy something, but I just cannot remember. It couldn't have been that important then. But yeah, guys, we're just going to go on to I'll just double check we have got everything. Yes, we have. Awesome. So we're fairly getting along. So we have to do Molten Crater now. It's my favourite level from this Homeworld. It's actually a very easy level as well, so it's very quick to get through it. I think it's one of the quickest levels in the Homeworld. But it takes only about 6 or 7 minutes to play, but oh, the exit's nowhere near, so I'll just exit this way out of laziness. Then we have a boss. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we have to defeat, I think it's Buzz's dungeon, is it? I think it is. It's best to do the Speedway first, because if you do all the levels before the Speedway, the characters are very rude and assume that you want to. They say like, well, you've completed our levels, forget about the Speedway. The Speedway is not important. Like, you don't. That doesn't contribute towards level completion. They're like, oh, this balloon's ready. Just jump on. I'm like, no, I want to do the Speedway. Why are you trying to like tempt me not to do the Speedway?
Is currently in passive mode. This mode requires you to control the camera yourself and moves more slowly.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
If you like.
Yeah, change it to active mode. I can't remember which one I prefer.
Okay.
Oh, okay, don't then. I'll do it myself, bitch. But I'm pretty sure a general. There we go. Camera. I can't remember which is my favorite. Is it active? Yeah, I kind of prefer when the camera moves with you. Yeah, yeah. What I was just saying is, when you actually do all the levels before the Speedway, you can actually just go to the next Homeworld. They're like, the balloon's already there, just jump on. I'm like, alright, so it's okay if you're ready to go to the next Homeworld. I mean, like, I've still got shit to do over here, but what, I have to just go along with you just because you're done with this place? I'm like, what the hell? So, I hope you know what I mean for that, guys. I'm sorry, I'm not the best at explaining things. But yeah, let's do Molten Crater now. I'm playing a game, so...
my portal is working again. Come visit me
at the Tiki Lodge. Rocky Horror Picture Show. I think the first one we talked about was Rocky, but I remember like the Tiki Lodge. I always remember that line in particular. And I think that's Magma Cone's skybox. But yeah, we'll just enter Molten Crater now. And this soundtrack plays to Dino Mines in the PAL version, but and also to this in the PAL version. Just play to both. But yeah, I actually like this level soundtrack. But I just always remember how in the demo, like I had Fireworks actually going to it, and that's. I just always remember this level as being like, it has the Fireworks Factory soundtrack in the demo version. I never instantly think of its actual soundtrack, as much as I do like the soundtrack. But I always remember these little guys. They used to scare me when I was younger too. But in the demo version, these little flowers, they're green rather than like white leaved. But I think this is one of the levels that there's only actually no, I'm full of shit. Hang on, sorry.
Are running rampant around here.
Clay, sorry. There's one called Rocky. Long enough to do anything about it. Oh, I remember using this actual soundtrack in one of my YTPs. I used it in a bottom one of the episode Digger. So, so I just remember when I first played this level, like on the actual game, I think, oh, it's not as scary as I remember it being. That's because the soundtrack is more chirpier sounding than the one from Fireworks Factory, even though the sound effects is a bit creepy, but apparently I was a member of cast actually did that noise, but I remember they used to scare me when they used to like either like kill you or whenever they managed to get hit on you, because they used to go that used to always scare me when they did that. But I'm not gonna let them, of course. I mean, oh phew, that was close. But also the little hogs, yeah, the sound effects of them have actually been in the previous Spyro game. They played these little wee rabbit characters with like, pointy noses from Crystal Glacier, like the fodder. Were they fodder? No, they weren't fodder, but they started like I can't explain it, but they were much more higher pitched in Crystal Glacier, but they sound like they were lower pitched in this version. The hogs like make the same noises to them, like you're whereas the ones from Crystal Glacier are like I can't do it. I can't go that high pitched, especially when I'm thirsty. I can't do it, but yes, that was pretty well detailed, and I think it's because you get all this like extra bits like cracks in the walls from like magma sort of breaking its way through, and all these vines and the leaves and the skybox. Yes, it's definitely from Magma Cone, but yeah, and again I think the lava looks a bit like soup, but I actually quite like that music still, but I think Fireworks Factory did surprisingly fit this level, but yeah, the soundtrack's still good. Well, that was cool. I didn't get hit once there. I think this should be classified as like the first level, because I guess it's actually the easiest. I don't know why we always played Cloud Spires first, because I think this is actually the easiest level in the Homeworld, or game in fact, but I suppose it can be quite easy to burn yourself in the lava, and Sergeant Bird's bit's a bit difficult, but Ricky, like remember in the demo version the eggs don't actually wobble at all, they sort of stay still. 30. Oh, exactly 30 eggs now. I think we've got all the gems up to this point. So like I said, this level's actually very tiny. It's literally just a U shape. So we're pretty much on the other half of the U right now. Oh,
be sure to keep your friend Sparks the dragonfly healthy, Spyro. If
in case you haven't noticed, I've been doing this all the way up to now.
Like the slug below me to release a butterfly.
Shut up. I already know this shit. You don't need to walk me by the hand like this. Oh, you can charge those hogs, but whenever you charge like a medium enemy in a game like this, you tend to effectively defeat them, but you sort of bump off them a little and you sort of back off. You're like, whoa, that was a bit of a blast. But yeah, big enemies, I guess, like you already know, you have to just flame them. I remember they used to like scare me with their whips when I was younger. I thought, oh my god, it looks sore whenever they whipped you, like, whip. Oh. I actually just like this level. It's actually, I think it's probably my favourite level from this Homeworld, definitely. That's exactly why I saved it last, of course. Because it's a nice simple level to play. It's not too stressful. Like, and also the challenges in it are like likeable as well. But even Sergeant Bird's one's not as annoying as some of his other ones. But I think pretty much the only Sergeant Bird challenge I don't like is his own, like the one in his actual level. And I suppose like Chat Towers 1 too, and that wasn't fair. I didn't get a chance to react to that. I just turned around and there you are, boom. But the fodder in this level are adorable little slugs. I mean, I always feel bad hurting the fodder in this game because they're so adorable half the time. Oh, I got the key. I think the key's in a different location in the demo. I might be wrong. I think I got a later version of the demo when I was playing it for you the other time. I'm pretty sure there's an earlier version where the egg icon is actually green and there's less gems in the level to collect, and the key was located in a different location. But also in the demo version you can actually play Sergeant Bird right now, but you haven't unlocked him yet in the actual game, so you actually have to backtrack to this level. But it's very easy to actually do this glitch in order to complete this level right now, and I will actually I'll just do that for you in a minute. And oh, we're technically at the end of the level now. Like, here we go. We're just gonna get the egg for making our way through Molten Crater.
Take this egg.
They were giving them away at the Tiki Lodge last night. But yeah, Rocky, that's the one we just saw at the portal at the beginning of the level. But they're so funny looking, like. But I don't see how this level's very idle-ish, because the Tikis, you sort of associate them with like rather a Caribbean sort of culture, but this area feels a bit more volcanic, like it's Jurassic of some kind. It feels like more of a Jurassic vibe, but there's Tikis in it that sort of suggest Caribbean, which is quite weird. They're so, like, the enemies in this level are probably easiest as well. Oh, actually, no, scratch that. The ones in Sunnyville are the easiest. But yeah, I'm just going to try and do the Sergeant Bird challenge first so I can get out of the way and enjoy the... Oh, I semi-enjoy the Thief challenge because it's a bit better than the Sergeant Bird challenge, but if you take too long at the Thief challenge it can be a bit annoying, and come on, God's sake. So pretty much you have to jump on this lower stick first, and then you jump onto this higher one first, for a second. Yeah, jump on it first twice. And again, it's not opened up, and he's going to say, you haven't freed Sergeant Bird yet, but tough shit, he's still here anyway for some reason, even though he's still locked away in Midday Gardens, but he managed to escape for a while, come to Sunshine Springs, and then lock himself back in the cage without Moneybags noticing. So Moneybags must have never turned his back on him or something, but there we go. So pretty much you just have to literally climb on top of the portal, and the exact same tactic works in the demo version, even though you don't have to do that in the demo version, but I was just curious to test if it still works. This is a good bird. Sorry, Sergeant Bird. So yeah, the fireworks factory still plays during the Sergeant Bird part in the demo version as well as in the level. But oh yeah, this part used to annoy me. The rest of the level's pretty fun, but like any Sergeant Bird segment just annoys me. I just find them a bit frustrating, and he feels so stiff and slow to move. I mean, like, if you're pressing forward while he's still like going back, he takes a while to respond to going forward. Also, the flame Spires are annoying. I remember flame Spires appear a fair bit in his level. And his level's a bit twisty-turny as well. It's quite hard to figure out all the directions of where you may have missed gems if you miss a gem in the level, but whoa! Also, oh yeah, there's a few, yeah, I think, yeah, in this area there's a couple of these mysterious balloons that I used to always find mysterious when I was younger, and oh, in the demo version, this breakable wall here is actually less seeable, but it's still breakable. Like, it's more well marked in the final product for you to actually see that it's actually possibly breakable. But in the demo version, it's only a very small, just like black lines marks, but there's actual like molten looking marks to make it more obvious. Wait, what's this egg called? I'm pretty sure it's got a very familiar name. Luna! Yeah, there we go. I was remembering when I stayed in my old house, my next door neighbour had a very adorable dog called Luna, who I miss so much because I don't see them anymore, and I think they gave her dog away, and she was so adorable. I miss her. She was lovely. I used to miss like dog sitting for her, but she never passed away or anything. She just sort of got put somewhere else because the owners couldn't look after her anymore because they were always so busy. But ooh, there we go. Oh my gosh. Oh, they annoy me. Okay. Luckily, I only just discovered recently these dodos can't hurt you, well, unless they happen to drop you into the lava. But yeah, if they hit you, you sort of drop, so you have to make sure you don't fall in lava. But yeah, they don't actually like take off any health if they hit you. It's quite annoying trying to pick up this though, when it's right next to a flame Spire. Oh shit! Sorry. But yeah, the dodos can be a bit annoying because even if you do actually manage to flame them properly, they respawn. So Well, and not only that, they respawn just a mere few seconds later. They don't like die and then stay dead until you return later on. They actually just spawn like a few seconds later. So you have to, for example, oh okay, yeah, just drown them, that's fine. Drown in the lava. I'll go back and get another one in a second while trying to dodge that as well. I think it's the only time in the Great Sets version where they keep reusing soundtracks, because I think in Sergeant Bird's base and in Chat Towers, well, okay, it's kind of understandable in Chat Towers, because in Chat Towers itself, you actually play as Sergeant Bird throughout the whole level. But yeah, the Chat Towers and Sergeant Bird's base have this music. So any level involving the side characters has the same soundtrack. So, and this is what I'm meaning. The birds that surround the bodies of the Tiki's heads, it's quite annoying to get past them, because that's a good reason why. Because I actually, I screwed up the chance of a trophy, but not trophy. What am I on about? A skill point. I'm getting to. I've got PS4 on the mind, but oh come on, don't hurt me. But I can still do this again afterwards. Like I'll just stop it. But it's easier to do it at the first attempt, so that you don't have to recollect all the heads. But what I'll do is I'll actually do the challenge first, leave, come back, and then try to get a skill point. Because you actually do get a skill point here if you assemble, like if you actually just bring all the heads back to the center platform, like here, like where the Clay, that's his name? I'm not sure. That's what I mean. If you bring all 5 heads here, all 5 heads do like a little wee sort of jumpy dance, and you get a skill point for that. So it's pretty cool. I remember actually, no, I didn't discover that by accident. One moment about it. Yeah, I looked up skill points on YouTube. That was it. God, I almost completely lied to you there. I'm sorry. I remember there was the odd one I discovered like by accident, like the one in Hot Tomb. Which, how can you discover one by accident? It's so easy. There we go. Just gotta take a sip of water. Sorry. Sorry about that, guys. So, I'm just trying to remember where the other one is. This challenge is a bit tedious. But I think it's because I expect you to play it later on in the game, because you're not meant to unlock them until like the next Homeworld. But since you can access it early, it's just the rest of the level's easy, but this part's a bit tricky. I think it's the only level that requires backtracking, like after completing the world, because I know that there's the Sunnyvilla, which technically requires backtracking, but I mean like you only backtrack once you've unlocked Sheila, which you unlock in this Homeworld, so you don't have to leave the Homeworld in order to return to it later. But the only level they actually have to come back to later after leaving this Homeworld is this one, because unless you cheat like I did, but oh, there we go. Just got the last head to do. Oh, I do want to get a skill point, but it's just I wish I did it the easier way first, by actually assembling them at the start, then putting the heads on the bodies, because that'll save me actually having to recollect them again when I re-enter the area. And I just noticed that little wee Tiki head up there kind of reminds me of the Idle head from Idle Springs, where you had to feed fish to. Membership in the lodge. I remember I quoted them all when I was doing the demo version. If you want to see the demo version, you can check that out too, in case I happen to forget to mention anything in this Let's Play. But oh, I just noticed that
well, that's
never happened before. I hope it's not a bad omen. But oh, his name's Sheila. I don't think the other ones actually speak, do they? Hang on, let's see. No, they don't speak, but bullies, you're bullies. You're not letting them in. Bullies, you're bullies. You're not letting them in the Tiki Lodge just because you lost your own heads, you idiots. So, well, actually, no, that's not right. You're playing a game of hide and seek, so yeah, you deliberately hid your heads so that you play a game of hide and seek. But very many of you say you're not entering the Tiki Lodge if you can't find our heads. But yes, we'll leave the area now, and then we'll return to do the skill point. I'm pretty sure their heads are re-missing again. Oh, but that means we have to re-cheat. But no matter, it shouldn't be too hard. Hang on, there we go. And then jump onto this one. Oh! Sorry. God, I actually thought I was going to fall in the lava there. Oh, crap. Oh, God, still dodged it. Awesome. Take my code. Very much. So, I remember the rhythm of that tune played in one of my YTP outrows, and my other channel was like, take my coat, ta very much, take my coat, ta very much, take my coat, ta very much, take my coat, respectable man. Sorry. How to explain it? The rhythm of the tune sort of went those words. If you haven't seen my YTP channel, you'll probably have not got a clue what I'm on about, but oh, I screwed that up. Actually, no, I didn't. Sorry. I thought I had to charge and glide, but there we go. Oh, yeah, it's not loading talking to Sergeant Bird because I already spoke to him before, but yes, we can redo the challenge. So let's try and get a skill point now. So very much all you have to do is just bring all the heads back to the beginning. Oh, damn it! I thought I could have winged. I thought I could have winged that, but I thought I could have winged it again. Okay, sorry. I'm going to stop taking chances. This game's a bitch and won't let me take any! For God's sake. I actually didn't even try to take a chance there, but I'm just so freaking impatient, guys. One thing I need to gain when it comes to games is patience, because I just don't have it. I always just go in and do something when it's not quite safe yet. Okay, so there was another one through here, I think. Oh, put my other headphone in because my brother's snoring and it's doing my head in. But I like the attention to detail in the actual murals and all, because just down here, like, just all the extra little murals you put in the walls, like this star and everything, like metal and gold. It's just like, I think the textures in this game are actually very good for its era as well. But I think it's such a shame the kids that grow up this day just do not give these games benefit of the doubt because they haven't got good graphics, but they don't take into consideration like they were good for its time, for God's sake. And honestly, I just don't think graphics mean anything. I mean, what if you? I always make this good example. I'm like, so if you saw a picture of a shit, would you think that shit would automatically look nicer if it was in better quality? I mean, what the hell? So I think this is the last skull. No, it's not. There's still one more. So there's one more. Where is it? There's got the one that was in there. Got the one that was up here, did we? No, we didn't. This is the last one, and all good. Luckily, they don't actually hurt us if they hit us. They just make sure they don't fall in the lava. But if they do hit us, we do drop the head, funnily enough. So make sure we don't drop the head. Make sure we don't lose our head. I always like that tune sounded a bit like it's laughing. I was like ha 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 ha. So it's like that. Oh. Yes, got a skill point. Click, 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 click. Freaking awesome, babe. Okay, let's get on to the wow-wow-wow-wows now. There's two of them in this level, and there's a couple of instances in this game where there's two in a row. One that's on a easier mode, and the other where there's a supercharge enabled to get the other one. Like the other one being Icy Peak.
Spyro, you're just in time. I saw 2 egg thieves run through this door. Well, actually, they paid me to guard their hideout.
But that's irrelevant.
I'll happily let you through the gate to chase them down for
a small fee.
A small finder's fee.
Small finder's fee. That's like a catchphrase of his. It's sort of stuck with everyone because I see everyone quoting that whenever I see comments on Let's Plays. But get lost, loser. No, I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna pay him now just because I don't want to backtrack later, because this one is only possible to get in without paying money back. If we make it to the end of the game, do like defeat the sorceress and then come back here later on. But I don't want to do any backtracking, so we'll just pay from now.
Thank you, Spyro.
I'll just try and pay him as well as possible.
Catching those
Dastardly egg thieves. Best of luck catching those bastards. Right. Oh, the portal of doom. Sorry. So are you the 18? So if I get an extra life, that'll be my age, 19. But like, are you the dragon looking for all those eggs? Because I saw a shifty looking character with one over there. But it's weird how he doesn't even point to where he's on about.
Are you the dragon looking for all those eggs?
That's annoying. It's not annoying. It's just funny.
Looking character with one over there.
Oh god, those egg thieves actually do my head in right now when I'm trying to talk. They're kind of reminding me of my cat Jenky, who meows all the time. He's got such a loud meow and it always distracts me when I'm trying to talk to people. But we'll just get the gems first before we actually bother getting these thieves. Down, 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 down. Oh, they made this hard, I don't know what they're called, the big chests, easier to actually get in this version than in the demo version, because the big chest was actually here in the demo version, meaning you had to sort of, well, the supercharge is not enabled yet, so we can't actually get the chest open, but we pretty much had to charge around here and go like that in the demo version. It's not that difficult, but it's a bit more difficult than the actual one. Oh, it's a skill point! Oh, I'm 19 now. Spyro's the same age as me. I got that from Alex. Like, she says whenever he has a new life, it's how old he is. But yeah, Spyro's the same age as me now. Yay! But yes, we got a skill point for that. Got a new life. The chest is in here in the demo version. It's not that much harder, like I was saying. It's just a little bit more tricky. It's sort of like the old supercharges where you have to sort of guess a route on how to get there. But literally all you have to do when the supercharge is enabled is just charge into it like that, and it's just very easy. It's not bad. I'm trying to remember. I don't think there's any particularly difficult supercharges to master in this Spyro game. I don't think they're all. There's other things that are difficult about this game, but I don't think supercharging is much of a problem in this game in comparison to Spyro 1 and Spyro 2. I think Spyro 2 has some pretty bullshit charges as well, like in Fracture Hills. Like you're doing a full circuited level in order to actually break down this door that the fawn was in, and also the 3 laps of level for a skill point. But Oh yeah, it just feels like very magma-ish and full of ash. Like this whole level just feels so polluted, full of ash and magma, just like Magma Cone was. So yeah, that is Magma Cone's Skybox, I'm sure of it. Oh, I love that music, actually, it's very catchy. I can't believe when I was younger I actually used to not like the soundtrack, because I was like, it's not the one that went to the demo version, and I was like, I think that's probably like an Aspergic trait of mine that I don't like change. But yeah, I didn't like the soundtrack when I was younger, but I actually just didn't appreciate it because it was actually a good soundtrack, so I must have been insane and couldn't get my head up my arse because the soundtrack is actually pretty catchy. Oh no! What gem am I missing? Oh, of course, the one's in that chest. What am I on about? I've noticed, don't follow the path perfectly. We're trying to get these thieves. Try and go in as straight a line as possible so that we sort of take a... It sort of counts as a shortcut going in a straight line because he sort of takes full curves, whereas I do like straight lines, which gets us to him faster, and we can just start flaming him now because we're close enough to him. I used to find the thieves so fascinating in Spyro 3 because I just started thinking, oh, this one's red, this one's green, this one's blue. I used to be fascinated by the different colours of the egg thieves.
Really fast. Maybe if I activate the supercharge,
Wow.
you'll be able to catch him.
Come to think of it, I think there was different colours of egg thieves in Spyro 1. I think they were mostly all blue, apart from in Treetops there was a green and a red one. The ones in Treetops were quite annoying to get, particularly I believe it was the green one, because there was a really annoying supercharge you had to do in that level in order to get it, but I remember I used to be tantalised by how colourful the egg thieves were when I was younger. I was always thinking, oh, I wonder if there ever be like a purple egg thief in the game or something like that. I don't know, I just used to be very fascinated by them. But, oh, failed miserably, because supercharge is easier to lose because you can sort of lose control of how fast you're going. But it's still possible to get this one by flaming him. But you just have to do it straight away because he'll just shut off ahead as soon as you stop supercharging. Yes, I got him, awesome. Perfect timing. What's it called? Kermit the Frog. Kermit to Tea. Bye bye. Ooh. Okay, we need to open out the chest now. There. Oh, that was a good stunt there. I didn't do it just the normal way. I did a little way cool turn before then. Ah, drat! I actually am missing gems. Oh wait, no, and I know where from. The key to the chest at start level. I keep remembering where there's other ones whenever I like think I've got them all. I wanted to sound like a fart there when I think, but oh, he's got more to say.
Those guys ought to be locked up.
Oh, sure do. Hey! Oh yeah, I always remembered that. When you go, hey, when you flame them. And these guys actually do light on fire when you flame them. Like, hey! I always remembered, like, when I was younger, I used to always notice. I thought, wait, hang on, he says, hey! There, the exact same way he says, hey, when he says, hey, there goes another one. He was very fast. So yeah, we've got the key now. Got those gems there. And hopefully this will be the last of gems when we've done this part here. Oh, whoops, sorry. You can actually skip this part usually. There we go, yeah. By pressing pause, that's what I tried to do that. I thought, why does it pause instead of skip it? But, that's gem. And that's Molten Crater completed, yay! I'm going to not be lazy and go to the portal because it's very nearby in this level. So this level's actually pretty cool. It's one of my favourite ones in this Homeworld. Boom! So that might as well be one of my favourite ones in the game, because this is my favourite one in the Homeworld. But there's other good ones in the game. Like, I love Charmed Dredge, I love Fireworks Factory, I love Haunted Tomb. I think they're my favourite levels in the game. Like,
Let's head on over to the balloon.
to that balloon! I don't think I've ever actually played that level last, so I've not heard his, like, balloon speech. I usually hear, what's his name? The guy from Seashell Shore, he's like, let's head on over the balloon! He's just sort of like that, but, oh, fuck off, I don't want to talk to any of these. But yeah, let's hear all their dialogues, I'm not joking.
The balloon's all ready, sir. Just jump on.
Snappy the Seal. So yeah, all the ones we've seen at the, like, outside their portals before starting the levels are the ones we talked to right now, so. Apart from the Roman guy over there, his level was already unlocked. The balloon's all ready, sir. Just jump on. I believe Molten Crater and Seashell Shore are the only unlockable levels in the whole game. All the rest of them are just already unlocked, apart from some speedways. But what's he got to say in this?
This balloon will take you to the great Tiki
Lodge in the sky.
Just jump on when you're ready.
What does he say?
Hop in the balloon whenever you want, Spyro.
It would have made more sense if he went like, it'll take you up to the clouds, or something like that, with him being from a cloud level, but no, he didn't say that. Oh, the NPCs can't get hurt in the this part of the level. Like, he doesn't go, hey, or anything.
I guess you just hop in the balloon now.
Balloon
Don't
now?
ask me how it works. I just showed up for the punch and cookies.
Sure you did. Like, you're very forceful towards your apparent love, and now you're a greedy bastard too. I'm beginning to wonder if I did the right thing helping out your town. So
This balloon will take you to a land closer to the sorceress, Spyro. You can also use it to come back here whenever you want to.
well, I am going to come back here in a minute actually, because there's one more part at this level I still want to do in this part, and that's Sparks' level. Just get out of the way really, because I actually do like levels in this game, but Sparks ones can be a bit annoying. Especially like the Crawdad farm, is that? Oh, that one's really annoying. Go to Midday Gardens. By Midday Gardens, we don't go there straight away, we go there after defeating the boss. And oh, the Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, we get a Bianca Strikes Back chance here, so we sort of see a...
carefully, you stupid girl.
No, we don't see a good side of Bianca quite yet.
One more time. Why haven't
That
you
sounds like an
disposed
evil
of
version
that
of the
infernal
Homeworld
dragon?
soundtracks from Spyro 2.
I've tried to scare him off, Your Highness. But
He's just not afraid of anything. Not afraid? Not afraid? Why have I been training you all these years? Use some magic!
Magic! Here's a spell book.
Whip up a monster and eliminate him.
Eliminate him.
Can't believe I actually remember that word for it. Well, mostly.
Kill him?
I don't care what you do, you useless brat.
As long as you get rid of him.
I used to love the pink egg in her staff when I was younger. I used to think it was so shiny. But whenever she said, I don't care what you do, I always think I said like, I don't care what to do with myself. Hey, what are you still doing in that cage? I just saw you a moment ago, bitch. Oh, he can be so annoying at times. Actually, no, he's not that annoying, but... I remember when I was younger, I used to find his face annoying because I find him annoying as a boss, but he's actually not difficult at all, like, apart from the fact that, yeah, he's not that difficult. That's pretty much all I can say, but... Ooh.
When I heard the sorceress was planning to ambush you,
Like, that's a
I
new
got here
skybox.
as fast as I could. No worries though. This wussy green toad will be
Sheila.
no match for the two of us.
I think... No, we've had volcano levels in Spyro before, but this one looks like an evil volcano, whereas the one from Magma Cone was like more funky. Oh, I forgot to demonstrate our level there. I think I already demonstrated it in Spyro 2 that if you don't move at all at that level, the boss doesn't start to attack you. But if you do so much as like jump, he'll start attacking it. So if you only move a fraction level, then... Oh no, Sheila! Nah, Sheila can actually be very distracting. She doesn't help you at all during this boss battle. So make sure you stay inside the ring, because if you start charging, or no, outside the ring, make sure you're not charging in the direction of which she's coming towards you. Because if you bump into her, while Spike, is that his name? I'm not sure. Well, Spike's actually doing this to you right now. What he's doing. If I was to bump into her right now, if she was coming in the opposite direction of me, he'd actually hurt me because I bumped into her, which slowed me down. So that's quite annoying. But so yeah, this can be like Sheila does not help out at all. This part, you have to make sure you don't bump into her half the time. So so okay, she's going in that direction. So yeah, I'll go in the opposite direction of it. No, Sheila, stop it. So go. So she makes me very nervous when doing this. He sort of gets easier as he goes along, because you have to literally wait till his flames are gone entirely before charging into him this part, but it's actually easier when he flames and sneezes flames. Like, hang on. Like when he just has a flame ring and sneezes flames. Oh, this music's pretty badass, actually, I love it. Dun, 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 dun. You've got, like, we don't have to wait for the flame rings to disappear. You can literally just charge into him straight away as soon as he starts sneezing. Because you can just jump over to sneeze and then charge him. See, it's better to... It's actually easier to hit him there than it was just to wait for the rings to disappear. If that makes sense. And it's actually better when he's already like near an edge when you decide to charge him, because it takes less effort to defeat him. There we go. Dead already. That was easy. I remember the bosses were harder in this game, I think, but I remember they were better in Spyro 2 because I suppose they were kind of relevant to the game, because the 3 bosses were Ripto himself and his 2 henchmen, whereas in this game we just get like these random extra bosses. They're kind of cool, these bosses though. They're rather creepy looking, but they just don't seem to serve much purpose in the game. Right, so we're just going on to Midday Garden now, but we're not going to play it yet. We're going to return to Sunshine Springs to do Sparks' level, because that's actually unlocked now. So, yeah, we'll talk more about Midday Gardens when we get here next time. So we'll just return to Sunshine Springs. And then when we get to Evening Lake, it shouldn't replace Sunshine Springs' soundtrack, because the overworld theme to Evening Lake in the PAL version is just a reusage of this soundtrack. But I quite like Evening Lake's soundtrack in this version. It's got a rather creepy vibe to it, but it kind of is nice at the same time. It fits the level, but yeah, it's always appeared now, so we can do Sparks Challenge. We have to complete Homeworld entirely in order to, as well as its boss, in order to do this challenge. Crawdad Farm.
I can take him there if he's ready.
Oh, it wasn't Crawdad Farm I was thinking, it was the Bugbot factory that I was thinking of that was the hardest part. God, I was pretty much saying earlier, oh, the hardest part's the first one, but yes, we're ready. Let's go. Let's do this, bitch. I'm pretty sure these earlier ones could be pretty fast. Like, there's only 100 gems in Sparks levels, and the bosses are not really that hard apart from the final one.
Hello, Sparks. Maybe before you take on the nasty crawdads, I should give you some help. To start, let's practice shooting.
No.
Press the circle button to shoot these targets.
Oh yeah, and I remember that the main title music is actually the soundtrack that plays to Sparks level. So that's not just a PAL thing.
By charging, like Spyro. To charge, hold down the square button. Use your charge to chase down this fast enemy.
Oh, it's quite weird seeing him from his camera angle, because you only ever really see him from a bird's eye view, but you can actually see his eyes blinking from this angle, and you can sort of see what is either some wings or he's got claws that he's holding up there, I'm not sure. But yeah, I used to think that this was only the title screen's tune, or it would only go to one Sparks level, I don't know, but because you know how in the Great Sets version every level has its own exclusive soundtrack, well, most of them anyway, but I thought it was a PAL thing that this soundtrack played to all the Sparks levels and also went to the main title.
Now for the hard part. Being a maneuverable dragonfly, you can also slide in any direction. To slide, hold down the L1 or R1 button. Then
oh shush. Let's get this tutorial out of the way, because we've not technically started the level yet. We have to go through all this before we actually do anything. Comment down below, guys, if you were not really that fond of Sparks' parts either. I mean, I think it's kind of good how they made an effort to sort of evolve him more in levels and that, but I just find him very annoying to play as.
On your travels, you'll notice butterflies that give you health, just like in the dragon worlds. Not only that, but some butterflies will give you special powers, though only for a short time. Just eat any power-up butterfly, and then press the X button to use that power-up. Your power-up is shown in the top right of the screen.
Okay. Not so much top right of the screen, it's just shown in... Oh, okay, never mind. So, I thought I meant the ones that were above. Oh, shut up, I know. So, yeah, I'll be able to... I always remember her saying that very fast, but yeah, we have to press X, not circle. So we have to use the power up to do it, like saying, no, it doesn't matter whether or not you can defeat them, you have to defeat them my way. So yeah, I was gonna say we've done our bullshit trial, but no, we haven't done it yet. So, come on. Come at me, bitches. There we go. Like, ain't no lobster smart enough to outsmart Sparks, the annoying dragonfly. There it goes.
Looks like you're ready, Sparks. If you need any more help, just choose the help option from the pause menu.
I don't need any help, bitch. I'm too clever for that shit, but sorry. I'm seeing such a cow right now, I'm sorry. Probably because it's absolutely roasting in my room and everyone's annoying. Everyone's annoying when you're, like, hot and bothered. Oh, I quite like the detail of this though, actually. All these little flowers and leaves and everything that are sort of hanging over like the stone, and that actually kind of feels like we're like in little cracks in the path and everything. You know how we're just like a small creature? It sort of feels like we're in the cracks of a path or in the cracks of a lawn or something. It doesn't feel much like a farm though, but the level looks nice and all. It's just from the bird's eye view angle, and just collecting gems doesn't feel satisfying in his levels, because I like the feeling of them actually absorbing into you as Spyro and everything, but I just kind of wasted that super power up one because it destroyed just as I used it. Now if you collect another power up when you still have one, it automatically gets rid of the one you currently have. Like, it doesn't automatically come back once that one's used up, so I'm not going to collect that yet because I believe I'm not really fond of that one. I think that one's not as good as the one I've got right now, so I'm going to at least use this one up first. And I'm not going to waste them either since they respawn. I'm not wasting this powerful power up on respawnable enemies. And oh, sugar. Oh, I got a red key, so it's for a red door. Okay. Oh, damn it! I picked it up! I don't like that power up. Well, that's green. God's sake. Where's the red one? Oh, it had to be the last one. Like, okay. Oh, gem. Oh, the gems are so shiny. I swear the gems actually look shinier in this game than doing Enter Dragonfly. Oh! Oh! Ah! The gems, is it just me, or did they look a tad bigger in Sparks' level? Is it just because, in proportion to him, it's like an illusion that they look bigger? I'm not sure, but... Because I just think this gem's like a tad bigger in this level. Oh! Oh, I thought quite. I'll just avoid him because we don't need to defeat him. We just. Oh. Okay, where was the green door? I think the green door was here, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Oh. Oh. Awesome. Invincibility. Cool. But I've still got my actual projectile weapons, so that's good. I can just blast my way through now. Which one's? Okay, this must be the yellow door. Awesome. Pretty sure there's a later on Sparks level where there are several of these doors in one area, but they're not color coded, so it makes it a bit more difficult. So I think there's only 100 gems in Sparks levels, so and there's less of them, of course, but the levels feel surprisingly long considering there's not many gems in them. Oh, sorry. Oh, I like the detail of that flower. Looks very nice. Actually, looks pretty 3D actually. Like it doesn't look too pixelated like some of the other textures. Like those flowers there are like a tad pixelated, but this one looks more like 3D and less pixelated. Oh, sorry. Or it's just part of the texture itself. Flowers and what the hell? Come on. Swear to bejeebus. Oh yeah, they ricochet those firebombs. Awesome. Cool. So we've got the last key now, so we can go through here. Crawdad Farm. Whoa. Ah, awesome. That's a pretty cool weapon. Dun, 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 dun. Blast 'em. Dinner blaster. Oh shit. Ah! God, they move ridiculously fast. You don't move fast at any other point in the game. Are you just bullying me because I'm small? Or are you just too chicken shit to take on someone like Spyro, so you approach him slowly, fearing what will happen? Oh, we're at the boss already. Oh, we got through it pretty fast. I actually didn't really mind playing as Sparks here, that was pretty fun. But I'm pretty sure the other two gems are beside him, so... Oh yes, I'll get him when he's defeated. Luckily, I've still got a bit of leftover power-up, so that's giving me a bit of an advantage. Very cool, so... But pretty much just makes it easier to keep going left to right, and then they'll just attack through easily. And then, oh yeah, but then again, we get the homing rockets. So yeah, he still gets a little bit harder, but I think, yeah, this boss is relatively easy. See how quick his health's draining down? I don't know what it is. Is it a lobster of some kind? Oh yeah. Oh, okay, I do have to shift from side to side because that goes all the way. Oh yes, did it! Nora the Explorer. I know it's Dora, but it's like Nora. Bloody Nora. But okay, we've got one. Oh yeah, there's only one egg in Sparks level, so we've got one out of one egg, and not 100 gems. Awesome. So I missed one somewhere. I'll backtrack to level and I'll start recording when I find it again. Hang on. So I thought it kind of kicks in later when it tells you you've got all the gems in Sparks levels, but yeah, we'll see now. Hang on. Found it. For some reason I just happened to remember not looking in this corner and I just saw it right here. So I just looked at the atlas and I was missing exactly one gem. So that, oh, it's 200 gems itself. I thought I felt like it was a bit more than 100. But I'm pretty sure there was only 100 gems in Sparks' levels. But yeah, that's completed Crawdad Farm. I'm pretty sure the next one's Spider Town. I think one of them is called something Reef. I think that's in the atlas actually. I know the last one is called Bugbot Factory. Starfish Reef, yeah, there we go. And the next one is Spider Town, okay. There we go, so we've completed Sunshine Springs 100% technically. We've completed Sparks' level and we've done all the levels now. Sunshine Springs 100%. And also the boss. So that's the end of this part, guys. And I'll be doing all traces of Midday Gardens next time.
You've beaten the Crawdad King and found the lost egg. Not only that, but some of the
You've beaten the egg.
seems to have rubbed off on you.
Which
now
one we got
you
here?
can pick up gems when they're even further away from Spyro.
Yes, that's a pretty cool advantage to have, because it's a bit annoying whenever you just sort of run past a gem and you think, oh, I thought it was near enough to pick it up, and then you go back to pick it up again. So that'll be quite a good advantage for later on parts. So I'm just going to save here, guys, after we get to Midday Gardens, just to find a good point to save. I think it automatically saves anyway. Yeah, saving. Do not remove memory card. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Oh, I went funny there. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in part 2. Take care.